Y'all, I cannot believe that you thought I would leave you here. I'm gonna give everybody a minute to come on back. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Kind of eating and no one watches me eat for free. But I'm here. I'm back. What a time it's been. I know. Always exciting over here with Illuminati Miss X. The one with the decks, even when she's not using them. Oh, thank you for the resubscription, Source. Another Virgo on the channel. Yeah, my coffee unfortunately is now gone. So. All right. What up? I missed a lot, and I feel like, does it disappear or no? Okay, you love wearing a crown, and I love that energy. You should wear crowns. I would also think it was your birthday, and then if I found out it wasn't your birthday, I would probably wish you a happy birthday anyways. Love it. Yes, I've always been love it. Okay, that's random, but I get it. Not fashionable at all. Tragic, but I'm also totally getting like a Neighbors vibe from you. If you've ever seen the show The Neighbors. Shorts and a funny t-shirt. Virgo. I just like unintentionally am condescending. Like, yeah, we know. You can't handle Virgo's truth, no. Exactly. Agreed. Especially like being queer and not in the closet kind of queer. I explored with the way I dress very early on and always liked to incorporate the rainbow. But I'm goth, so it's like a lot of black too. All my sweats are like fits, you know, like I cannot just wear sweats and scrub it out. Like if I'm gonna wear sweats, it's gonna be like, you know, head to toe a look because I'm shallow, I guess. So I'm still catching up on the chat, y'all. Got it disconnected, but we're back. I think 3 minutes really be ticking. Okay, and we're live again. Back. 5,000 years since I was last spotted. Probably true. New subscription. Thank you. And it has been a treat. Thank you. Thank you. Style is anything but shallow. Agreed. It's self expression. Thank you. I'm glad you're still here. And thanks for the tidbit. Totally. That's right. Exactly. They're all statement pieces. My sweaters, any sweatshirts. They're all statement pieces. Yeah, okay, you're not wrong. I'll never understand designer shit, honestly. It's half of it's fucking ugly and the rest of it just has someone's name on it and it's so bizarre. I won't lie, Betsy Johnson and Moschino both come to mind of like weakness, right? Because that shit is fire. Because you actually try and design it and it's good. And seem like pretty decent people and not these like dead racist assholes or whatever the fuck goes on with Gucci and all them. I'm about to roll 3 more minutes of ad. I know that sounds like it sucks, but then we'll have our hour of uninterrupted ads. So yeah, oh, I look so good in a shirt and tie. I only have one of my ties right now. It's my Jerry Garcia. I kind of take it everywhere I go, even when everything is in storage, and I have no need to have a tie on me because I haven't had an occasion to wear a tie in a long time. Um, I gotta have my Garcia on me, bro. That's just who I am as a person. So we'll be right back so that we can just get to our uninterrupted hour of stream after putting up with these. Just a few ads. Okay, I'll be right back. All right. We got 60 clear minutes, no ads, just to chat. A reminder if you missed it, even though I think you're all been here for a minute, the pink box simply means that we are just chatting. You're free to interrupt or add anything you want, ask whatever you want. When the box is turquoise and smaller, that's when we do tarot cards. But I'm not doing tarot tonight because we got a fat ass lineup for tomorrow. It's going to be amazing. 27 Club Rock and Roll Party, hosted by Nico, and featuring everyone from Robert Johnson to Janis Joplin. Boom. That was lovely. Love that. Okay, so I don't really know, other than fashion, I don't really know where we left off, but we don't have to keep talking about it. It seems like a subject of mixed review, or inconclusivity, right? I always just, when I get dressed, I have to make sure my reflection looks good, because when I look in the mirror, I have to be smiling. And if this is what makes me feel like, okay, I look good, then I'm gonna smile. I'm like, oh shit, I love the fit. I'm like, colors, and yep. As long as I look in the mirror and I think I look good and I smile at myself, then my job is done when it comes to fashion, and that is the whole extent of it. It's always been that way. I think it comes from being deeply miserable to an extent, but one of the only joys that you will ever guarantee yourself is enjoying your reflection, actively choosing to be a good person too, in a way of depth, in a metaphorical mirror sense, for sure, right? So, fashion just is very personal, and I think that's why I have a hard time when people like are into trending fashion or let a small group of people dictate what fashion is just doesn't feel like very fashionable to me at the end of the day, or beginning, whatever. When you're starting, good morning, how you doing? What are you doing? What are we doing? No tarot, so I'm not really taking tarot requests or anything, but what are we thinking? Any other questions? Any personal statements, fashion related or otherwise? It's a quiet moment. I guess I'm taking a moment to unwind my mind. Girl, Persephone didn't even want to do it. I think she was more than fine with that. I'm sure the more we fuck him, I'm sorry, what? The less she has to. So I would say go for it. Careful what you wish for, but also have fun, be safe. Yeah, I think it's fine. I don't think she'd care. I don't think she's really staking claim over that shit. Gross. I hate horror movies. I hate slashers. I hate gore. Pretty much. There's like some stuff I'll watch. That makes so much sense. It really does make so much sense, and I love that for him. And that makes sense why he didn't want me to fit his description, because maybe I had it wrong. Yeah, I get that. I love American Horror Story. That is like a special interest of mine. If you want to talk American Horror Story, I will put the fucking spoiler warning up, and we will fucking go ham. I love it, but I hated 1984 because I don't like slashers. I'm into like macabre, and I'm very morbid, obviously, and I'm sitting here like, I talk to dead people, and so it's like almost ironic that I don't like, but maybe that's why I don't like killing, because it's like, yeah, no, familiar with that, not trying to do it. Like, thanks. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I guess because I live it, it's just like uninteresting to me. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've been that way since I was young too. I feel like I was scarred so bad from like, it's one of the creepier. it wasn't even scary. It was just like, it was, yeah, what are you manifesting? We've talked about that on this channel where it's like consuming that stuff is like manifesting it into reality, not for yourself, but just in general, for it to keep happening because we consume it, because we let it live as our reality, you know? But it's something that we've always done because people watch the news. You don't have to be into horror or true crime to consume it because it is in our face daily. So it's not just like this one avenue that is manifesting, but just the entire culture of exposing violence and exposing ourselves to violence is definitely like a perpetuating war, I think, on the human psyche, but also probably IRL violence. I just have a lot of intrusive thoughts. I'm not entertained with them, but right. Yeah, I was gonna say once you kind of live it, it's really hard to consume it, I think. But some people find that odd comfort in the relating to it, I guess, if you do experience stuff like that. Um, because yeah, I mean I wrote some weird stories. Yeah. Dude, like my intrusive thoughts are detailed enough. Right. I figured there might be some, you know, being around death makes you feel more in control of it. In a sense, I could totally see that on you. Um, Funny, I even went on my way to mention that when I don't think I did last time we had this conversation. Um, yeah, but I fucking love American Horror Story. Maybe because it's gay, maybe because I find it to be very real. I feel like a lot of the stories in American Horror Story are just like American history, and I've just always liked that aspect of the show. Um, this is blinking too much, so I think it's like charged and is asking me to unplug it. It's crazy that this thing is like glitchy and doesn't work all the time. It can only be charged by my laptop and not an actual outlet for some reason. But then it'll like glow for like well over 12 hours. And I'm like, how the fuck did like a few hours of charge sustain this broken moon to just glow and glow and glow and glow and glow? Well, yeah, and I grew up like loving Edgar Allan Poe and shit like that. Um, I've always been macabre, just not into slasher stuff. I'm just so, you know, I ain't gonna lie. About to get really, I know I saw yours. I'm about to get really real when I say, speaking of moon, my moon cycle, I simply see too much blood every month to enjoy seeing blood outside of it coming out of my own body. I don't think you can understand the depth or the size or the mass amount that I lose most months from straight drips to like clots, you know. Yeah, the blood is like so triggering to me because my own body is like continuously suffering month after month, going through this ritualistic stuff, and it triggers me almost every time, even though I've been doing it for like 20 years of my life. It's almost, it gets more triggering over time. The blood, my own bloodshed. It's insane. So I have so many reasons not to quite enjoy it, but I definitely understand why other people do. I'm trying to understand more, but I do feel like I still think y'all might be manifesting some dark shit that way. But I can't say that I've never listened to something or consumed something that wasn't worse in some capacity or just as bad, really. So, you know what's so funny? My behind the scenes area is getting so clutterful. I don't want this color. It's getting super, super clutterful back here, and I haven't really taken the time to just like reorganize it all because it kind of does feel like it is what it is. But part of me wants to just do it right now while we're talking because it's just like it's too clutterful, man. Yeah, I could see that. I think it's good to think that way, even if it's not entirely true. Whoa, hello. I get that. Yeah. Okay. I'm about to start fucking reorganizing my whole shit right now, y'all. I gotta do something different back here. You don't even know. It's like it was so good until it just was like, all right, it's a bit much all of a sudden, right? Don't know what it is about you. I don't know what I'm singing. I think it was fake. I don't think it was a real song. I think maybe I'll just switch this. Love that. Sometimes I'm so into cooking competitions. Like I actually loved watching Kids Bake Off with Duff and what's her name? Hillary, not Hillary. Somebody, Lori. I can't remember that woman's name. Me and my niece would watch so much of that, and it's so good. I tried watching British Bake Off, but they were racist one too many times, and I was like, I am never watching this show again. No matter how much I love Noel Fielding. And then in my younger years, this was like my early 20s, so it was like big stoner phase. And Chopped was kind of how I learned how to cook as good as I can cook now, at the speed in which I can concoct a random idea. I'm really good at putting food items together. I'm really bad at following recipes. In fact, I just don't like it. And it's hilarious because my grandma was like that too. So while in a way, I'm so jealous that people get family recipes, I don't even know if there's really any to get or if I just make it up myself. Because hers was always different. Yeah. I like Hulu. But I like some of the major Hulu shows, or Netflix shows, I should say. Exactly, I'm not a baker at all whatsoever. I always tell people, like, I barely use the oven, even if I'm trying to cook something. Like, I'm not about to bake it. Very, very rarely do I use the oven. And that's like weird for some people, but honestly, like, yeah, I love cooking. It's not that I love being in control, but a part of me, I guess, in a way, does love being in control in that regard. Where if it's in the oven, you can hardly watch it, you know. You're funny, man. There's nothing I can do to set this up any different, and why am I trying to do it right now? Whoa, that sounds intense. It sounds like too much for me to watch, honestly. Ooh, out of the box, out of the box. Me too. I'm so about weird fucking combos. What do I find humorous? Is that what you're asking? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like I have a terrible sense of humor because not shit is funny to me, and even if something's funny to me, it's very rare that I'll like actually express it without like just a. But then sometimes I like will be laughing hysterically at fucking nothing except for a thought that I had that I think is so fucking funny. So honestly, I think I'm humorous, and that's about it, which is terrible. It sounds so narcissistic and fucking crazy. But at the end of the day, it's a tiny bit true. It's like a little bit true. No, I have so many friends that I think are also hilarious, most of them being mutable signs, right? So I think just like being able to joke. No, yeah, I think I am hard to make laugh because I don't go for any of the typical stuff where like it's usually wordplay or building on a joke or like conceptual sketch comedy. It's something that usually gets to me, but the concept and the comedy have to be pretty good. Um, Stuff like that, yeah. Damn, this shit dusty. Why did I think to do this right now? And also, thank you. I'm glad you think it would be hard to make me laugh. Truly, it is. Y'all, this is going better than I expected. I'm getting visions, bro. Visions. How old are you? I did not mean to ask like that. It sounds like Gen Z humor to me, though. True or false? Just kidding. Sorry. No, I think I mistook what you were saying. I take back my Gen Z comment. Oh, you are barely Gen Z too. That's funny. Yeah, that makes more sense the second time I read it. I love Reddit, by the way. Dude, I will be on Reddit for a fucking hour. Mitch Hembury is funny, for sure. Funny guy. Um, Definitely. Yeah, I got all my shit public, so you can totally follow me on Reddit, which is like really funny to me because I'd be saying some shit that I probably should not fucking be saying. For fucking sure. Like someone was like, "Am I the asshole for telling my 21-year-old cousin that it's more sad that I had a miscarriage than it was for her 21-year-old fiance to be tragically killed in a car accident?" And I was just like, oh, hell no. I think I woke up hungover that day. I can't even lie. I was like hungover as fuck. I remember the day. And I just like went off. And I was like, I wouldn't really usually say something like this, but I cannot believe you would say that over some nut. Because it's nut. All anybody's got to do is nut in you. And you're going to really tell someone, fuck that, you know? Okay, yeah, you do have a little bit of that Gen Z flair to you. I feel like that stuff is like sometimes the most extra shit is like, I never thought Tim and Eric was funny, but I always thought Stella was funny. Still do. Rewatched a couple episodes. Still fucking think it's hilarious. Awkward but not uncomfortable. I think that's how I would describe my humor too. Yeah, I'm not the asshole is the funniest fucking thread on all of Reddit, probably. You know what's so funny is I do think they were really funny. I didn't watch a lot of it, but like something that really stands out from my adolescent years is like it's just a gallon of PCP, and they're just like carrying. It's like what the fuck? Okay, I'm kind of down for this. Like yeah, they're pretty funny, but I didn't watch a ton of it. Some of those are really like scary. How unhinged people are, huh? Oh, I didn't even know that. R.I.P. Maybe he'd be kind of fun to talk to, eh? Too much? When did he die? Too soon? Maybe you had too much too fast. Maybe you had too much too fast. Maybe you had too much too fast. Or just overplayed your part. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Last year, I feel like somebody was just talking about that because I was like, damn, I'm lucky that when I fell off of a balcony, I didn't break my fucking shit to death. Fuck. Rest in peace to that guy. Okay. Everything's feeling lots better back here. I will never see it, but it looks really good. Yeah, because like sometimes some of it's unbearable where it's like, yeah, I was definitely a child, but ooh, that's a lot. Homemade moonshine can be so dangerous that he may have gone blind anyway, so like I guess it'll be right. Um I don't even know what C'est la vie means. Some kind of goodbye, right? Say you will, say you won't, say you'll do what I don't, say you true, say to me, say la vie, right? Say you will, say you won't. Yo, yes. Thank you. I'm so much happier. I know y'all don't get it, but like, ugh. Okay, sorry. Sophie. What are y'all talking about? Must have missed a little something. Oh, Sophie? Oh, the artist. Yeah, yeah. Damn. Aww. I never knew her music, but I read a bit about her when she passed because a lot of my friends were really devastated by that because she was young. Was she 27? Sorry, probably shouldn't. I don't know if that was insensitive of me because I just said not really familiar, but found this little itty bitty bit of incense. I'll just throw it in my ashtray though, because like if I keep holding it, it's like gonna burn me. Oh, I forgot there was a fucking paper in here. Yeah, that's nice. I don't even remember. I think this might be a Jesus incense. It smells so good. Yeah, no, for sure. It's like a unanimous decision or opinion. Okay, fair. I mean, at least she had a few extra good years, I guess. RIP though. That's still really young. Y'all, my behind the scenes desk area looks so good right now. Not to change the subject or discredit what we were just talking about, but I'm so happy right now. But I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna put my tarot cards. I probably need a new box, unfortunately. I don't know why Cloud Stays Metallic. Well, okay, this mirror definitely makes me think of Cloud Stays Metallic, right? Because it's literally a metallic cloud, because it's a mirror shaped like a cloud. That's really delayed. Or is that just because I said box? I was singing that earlier. Yeah, I don't feel fucking. Thank you. Y'all are. Whoa, is there that much of a lag on my fucking chat right now? That's insane. That would make sense as to why this conversation feels so disjointed. I don't know, maybe it just took you a while to look it up or something. I don't know what's going on there, but yeah. I wonder. Man, I can give myself enough room for anything. This can go up, y'all. Maybe I'll just put these on. I don't really feel like this is my vibe tonight. I think I like having no glasses right now. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Good to know. I'm being so hardcore about this little switch up I'm doing right now, y'all. I might even end up moving the mic, the camera. Sorry if that disconnects for a second. I don't know why I decided to do this right now, other than like, honestly, it's because I'm talking to y'all. So I like have the time to just sit here and do it. No offense. I don't know why that would be offensive even. But if you're offended, please don't be. Sorry if it's rude, but it's because I love you. I'm comfortable with you and you're entertaining me while I do it. So for that, I thank you. Kind of at an impasse though. I wasn't really thinking ahead when I did this setup that I just did. So, gonna be a work in progress. No, those glasses are definitely were $1 from Target. I just can't see. That's why I've been sitting so close to the screen today. I don't need them for up close stuff, but if I'm sitting back here, it's like I gotta get the focus to read it. So, no, I just forgot to put them on. I try not to wear them around the house because it's like, would like my eyes to get better, not worse. So I'm not going to depend on something that changes them too much or whatever. That's funny. Okay, so that it's not really a lag, but it just was like a delay. Y'all's fucking okay. That's fine. Of course, that's fine, but like you know what I mean. Where I was like, I was just baffled for a second, but like that all checks out. So once again, it's annoying and obnoxious of me, but I got really sick of my tarot cards being where they were apparently, and decided right now is the time to fucking adjust everything for no reason other than because I felt like it. My new deck coming soon. I have to whenever a deck is gifted to me, the person who gifts it gets the first reading. It's how I learn how to use the cards and stuff. Thanks for rubbing it in. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know anything about mics, but yeah, I know it's like pretty basic. But that's what I got. This is too bulky and takes up so much light right there. I may have fucked up. Maybe not. That's probably fine. Damn. Everything feels like a mess right now. For sure. I don't even really treat things very well, to be honest. Sometimes I'll travel with it and just wrap it in my clothes because I just am like kind of novice at this stuff. You know? I like really love this frame, but what if I move the camera? I don't want to, but the way that I'm doing this right now, what am I doing? I'm so upset that I hit a wall with this and I cannot stop because I made everything a mess. Hell yeah, that'd be great. You should definitely do that. I'm kind of cracking up at how badly I fucked this up, and y'all don't even know. Like, what? Might just move the camera around a little bit. Might just roll some ads. I know this is so awkward because we were having a great conversation. Why did I start doing this? I don't know. And I'd like to just come back to the conversation and be done doing this, but I made a mess. And part of me was like, okay, what if y'all just gave me 3 minutes? I know we were supposed to have the uninterrupted hour, but clearly, dude, I've been doing 6 things all day today. You have no idea. Like, just my usual cycle through things. Oh, I love that. Do you stream at all? Or yeah, I'm taking 3 minutes to myself so I can do this real quick. I will be right back. I'm sorry, I made a mess and I need to clean it up. Okay. So I did have to adjust the camera, but it doesn't really look any different even though it's in a new spot. I know, I thought about that. Precious moments, don't you think? Love that for all of us, right? Super good. Okay, everything feels so much better back here. And like I said, you will never pretty much ever see my end of things, but oh man, I'm glad I did that, even though it was kind of a weird time to do it on stream like that. I'm glad I did. Got like my little spell mug there. Spell jar is somewhere else right now. Yeah, that's fucking nice as fuck. Alright. Oh my god, y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. I just like transformed my life. It's been bothering me, you don't even know, for like months that I was like, I don't think I can organize this any other way. I don't think I can improve my space at all. Can't move it because I wanted to move my whole desk and I was like, it just doesn't make sense. This is the best backdrop. Like even this angle would be cool, but then you wouldn't have Jimmy and then, all that. Yep. Yep. And I think I'm just one of those people who every once in a while like to switch things up. I think it's very feng shui to keep things flowing and moving. I don't really know much about feng shui or like study it or nor am I Chinese, but my own concept of feng shui, I guess. And also my hat is on backwards and I'm living comfort eagle. And obviously that's not true because my hat wasn't on backwards, but it was slipping and tilting. Kind of just feeling the messy look. No, I'm not. I might be a little bit not trying to put that hat back on now that it's off, to be perfectly honest with you. Oh, I love that thought. It's great. I think this works perfectly for how I feel about things in general. That I'm not as into because I hate people. If you forced me to sit next to someone and I didn't like them, I'd be pissed and fucking never forgive you. So careful. No, I'm just kidding. I like everyone. No, I'm not one of those people who pretends like they get along with everyone or bends who they are to be able to get along with everyone. But if you got beef, I think we should make stew and have a meal together because I don't want to hate you. What up, y'all? I'm in my hip hop era. I'm wearing beanies not for my hip hop era, but because it's cold out. I know I was adjusting my hat when I said that, but it was because I subtly rhymed just now. I've been fucking writing and writing and writing, but like mostly rap songs at this point. I guess more like hip hop, right? I'm probably more hip hop. I haven't made a song yet though, so we'll see. I'm guessing I'm a little more hip hop, but sometimes I can just fucking spit. So we'll see. That's kind of the avenue I'm taking for my original music because as much as I enjoy doing covers, I'd like to make my own music, but trying to imitate a rock song when I could just be beatboxing or whatever just seems redundant. Stew is delicious, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what stew is so delicious. If you got beef with me, we should make stew and eat together because I don't want to hate you. Whatever I said, it was cute. I meant that. There we go. Sometimes you just need a mirror for your own perfect reflection. And remember, the mirror is your most perfect reflection, so don't let these hyper realistic, overly analyzed X ray vision cameras make you self conscious about your skin when really they're hyper fixating on things that don't actually exist. You're welcome. Little temples of India. Oh, that scent just transports me to places I've never been, and I'm not talking about India, you know what I mean? I am talking about a temple, though. Hey, fuck yeah. Some of my favorite incense of all time. And the packaging is just so fucking romantic, right? So damn good. So yeah, I'm back in focus, by the way. We have like 55 minutes left of our uninterrupted hour, so Oh, I love that. Yeah, I love musicals, so I love singing musicals. Um, I'm really into Rent. I rewatched the movie recently. Was like a little unimpressed these days, but the music still slaps. I know Source likes Rent too. I've always like everybody's always hyped me up about my fucking rap skill, but I just like during the process of decolonizing my mind, I took a hiatus from doing it. But also in the process of decolonizing my mind, I realized that as long as I am doing things consciously and with pure intentions and in the way that I would do them and not in the way that someone else would do them, it's perfectly okay for me to want to make some rap tunes, right? Because I'm good at it, because I'm a poet, because that's like naturally what poets would do in terms of music, right? But the poetry aspect makes me feel it's more hip hop than rap. But pure ability, I feel like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't know who that is. There's no restrictions and no limits on what we talk about this evening, is the thing. So you can bring up literally whatever you want. It's totally fine. That's the point of having nights like this. Where, like, I am not as exhausted talking to you guys, just like me enjoying a fucking Friday morning or whatever the fuck time it is. Um, okay. He looks like a really interesting looking dude. He looks like a funny fucking dude. An Aquarius. His birthday is technically, depending on where you are, today is his birthday. Hello. Did you know that? Or is this like random for you? His birthday is January 27th. That's 1968. That's so fucking funny, dude. Oh my god, he's in so many groups. I guess he does have like a unanimously amazing voice if everybody fucking wants him to sing for them. It's kind of funny. LOL, you're a goofball. Yeah, you're definitely like so intuitive, Ja. Yeah, that's so funny. Oh, I can tell. Just like the very era. And don't know much by Faith No More, but I know enough, I think, you know? For some reason, I feel like they did a Peter Gabriel cover. Like, Typo Negative did Shock the Monkey, but Faith No More? Did they have a famous cover or no? You know what I'm. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? I don't know. Yeah, they just seem so chaotic. It makes sense that he's an Aquarius. Oh, they do War Pigs. Makes sense. Let's lynch the landlord. Nice. Oh, they do a ton of covers. This is fun. Trying to see if there's anything I would know more than Ozzy. But oh, Suzanne Vega. You doing Tom's Diner, bro? What song? Hmm. It says the Grateful Dead covered a fucking Suzanne Vega song. I'm so confused. Okay, maybe this is Not. Oh, Frank Zappa too. I don't really know. Same. Aw, bummer. Well, yeah, it was really great hanging out, meeting you. As much as we'd love to let you or have you chill with us, you've got to get some sleep. I'll be on tomorrow with this stacked lineup, but of course it's Friday night. People have lives. 333, I love that, right? Okay. Perfect timing. Go be with your dreams and hold them tightly. And pray for yourself daily and nightly. Mwah. Good night. So anyway, sorry, not to like, seems like a weirdly abrupt transition. Damn, yeah, that sucks. At least we're here for you. Of course. I don't know if I'm really going to be on here for 4.5 more hours, but we can get you through a little bit. um, but what else is on your mind? What's on the what's the topic agenda? The agenda. What's good? What's wow? Okay, here's a news flash. Bad news for you, buddy. You don't sleep when you're dead, despite popular belief. That's the time you actually never sleep again. And I would definitely sleep in this lifetime while I had the chance. Yeah, take naps when you can. You have to sleep late when you can. And all your bad days will end. Yeah, you don't sleep when you're dead. You're so busy and nothing is anything. I've definitely had dreams where I'm like sleeping. I love that. Are you joking right now? He sounds like a cool motherfucker. I'm surprised I don't know anything about him. Just like the general look on his face is like enough to draw me in. He just always kind of looks insane. I don't know if you've seen pictures of the guy. He like looks insane, but is so cool. So, me too, buddy. Me too. Earlier today, nice. You're still here. What's up? Earlier today, I made a joke to my partner in front of his friend, and I was like, "Oh, I do all this stuff for you," and blah, blah, blah. So make sure you tell everyone I'm fucking insane. And then I was like shouting, like, no, really, tell everyone you know that I'm batshit insane. Oh, it's the most fun reputation that I could possibly have. Shocks people when they find out that I'm like really centered, calm, boring, and chill. But when I get hyped up, I'm so fucking scary that like I get it. I get the reservation. Um That's so mean because I have an Aquarius moon and he's an Aquarius. Happy birthday to the dude. Fucking Wolf Mother Man. What the fuck's his name? I forgot already. Richard Bronson. Why did I bring him up? Is he gonna die today or is it also his birthday? That'd be fucking weird. I feel like he might be an Aquarius, like low key. No, he's just like watching the stream. He's actually a Cancer. He just like popped on here and was like, damn, I want to give her $1 million for no fucking reason. Thanks, dude. You should. Mike Patton. It's like the easiest name to remember. I forgot it immediately. Um, dude, I'm so happy with this space. Just being better. Yeah. But what else is up, you know? I love the topic of music. That's definitely something I can get lost on. Fashion doesn't quite last as long with me. But music, on the other hand, a special interest above all interests, probably. If you're interested in listening to my music, you can head over to www.illimilly.com and look at the musical page. My newest single is actually on the homepage. It's a cover of a Peter Gabriel song. But you'll have to go to the website to find out which one. www.illymilly.com. It's creepy as fuck. I make really creepy music. So, but I like it, and that's what really matters in life and in love, is that as long as you like yourself and you like what you do, then you're living your best life and exactly how you should be living. So, well, thank you. I feel like you'd have to be a pretty big Peter Gabriel fan to actually like it, but well, definitely got quiet, y'all. What's up, though? So it's quiet. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I cannot rely on other people to carry the conversation. But honestly, I can literally talk about anything. And I get that some people are into that, but it feels weird to me to just start babbling about nothing because it inevitably I babble about myself, right? And something just in my ear. Exactly. Where it's like there's maybe something that's coming through that I should be sharing. I did have to keep zoning out tonight. I think that's part of the reason I was started rearranging is when I'm at this part of my cycle, trying to have more than just dick on my mind, and well, especially because I'm like overly satisfied. I can't keep up with the ovulation brain, right? It's so stupid. So I am having these like ADHD moments, if you will, where I'm just like zoning out and then getting really focused on something and then moving on to another task and like doing this thing where I'm like repeated things and or like going in circular patterns and doing multiple things at once instead of like shut all of you need to chill the fuck out instead of just like zoning in on one thing like I would have last week before I got dick brain. If y'all understood the human body when it comes to people who are assigned female at birth, you would completely understand what I'm saying. Y'all think you think about sex all the time. You think about sex throughout the day. Cool. Can you imagine when you just like have 2 to 6 days where you're just like, my only objective is to get laid. And it's not. It's a lie. It's like the thing is, I far from ever want to be pregnant. So why the fuck would my brain be like, listen, bitch, you're fertile, you should get some dick? When in reality, I'm like, oh, I'm fertile. I need to avoid dick. You know? It just goes insane. So I wish I knew that sooner because then there'd be like less regrettable moments of like caving to that sensation without realizing like it was a cyclical thing and thinking someone's really cool. And then a week later, you're like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah, no, like I think most women have those moments because we go into this intense heat. Um, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. So I'm a little more all over the place than I would be on other days. Like some days, like when I'm premenstrually dysphoric, it's like I don't want to do anything. But right now, I'm like I want to do everything. I want to keep myself busy, keep my hands busy, keep my mind busy, keep busy, you know, and not be idle and just Adidas, you know. It's like two candid balls. It's very real. Because sometimes I feel bad because then I know I'm being more flirtatious or like I know that I smell good and stuff like the alien pheromones, people go fucking crazy. And it's like, what do I do to shut myself in the house and not be around anyone so that no one fucking ever makes a move on me? Because, that's crazy. It's crazy to think about. It's so real. Like, it sounds stupid, but it's true. I have the data. 5 years, going on 6 years of tracking this cycle and placing all of those dates and seeing, yes, that does, make goddamn sense. Why didn't anybody really break it down like this? Why did I just start tracking my period at the age of like 25 or whatever? Pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. The things you learn as you grow. It's crazy how they say they don't know anything about like the female reproductive system, and yet it's literally so easy to figure out that they honestly just want to pretend they don't know so they can keep prescribing birth control for everything. They just want people on birth control. Like, I get that. Yeah. Sucks. I took a year off of, yeah, and it didn't bother me at all, actually. But now I'm like, oof, wouldn't really want to do that again. But if it happened, I'd be like, oh yeah, you just kind of forget. Also, this is pretty much where I draw the line on this topic because, again, if you want to ask those kinds of questions, for sure, redirect you proper channels. That's it. That's the edge. I shouldn't have brought up my ovulation cycle, but I act a lot different where, like, it's very strange that I started reorganizing behind my desk while I was streaming because it's not something I would usually do. And it's like, right, because right now, dick brain, bro. I don't know. My estrogen levels are so high. That's why I'm kind of dressed like a guy. Because if I didn't, it's like disasterly consequences. Stupid. I'm not even saying these things to be like flirtatious or fucking, I'm not trying to, it's never meant to be like throwing myself at anything. Okay. I also recently was, oh, bitch, don't go there with me right now. Listen, I've been chosen as a lucid, manic, pixie, fantasy. Okay. Someone brought up astral projecting. I don't know. No. I'm actually quite sick of and trying to get people to stop doing that to me. It wasn't you. I fucking see their faces. I'm not stupid. Doesn't matter. See, and I was like, yeah, no, stop, leave me alone. Talk to me, don't, right? So, you're hilarious. Beyond a big spirit stick. Big spirit stick's not working. Either way, it's tough stuff. Damn, that one was a little distracting. You got me. Yeah, and then when you go into heat, oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. I think I just saw somebody explain how because the female reproductive system is just like a 28-day cycle, or like I said, it's like days on end of just like this intense like all that matters to me is falling in love and having a child and like all this crazy shit that like literally I could care less about in real life. And then it ends, but. Okay, rude. They're hormonal. I think that's like the biggest takeaway that we're discussing right now. And men, while we have a 28-day, very rapid changing hormonal cycle, men have a daily one. I don't know how true this is. I just read it somewhere and I don't remember. Probably on Reddit, to be honest. So that's why y'all are so moody. That's why y'all are so mood swings. That's why y'all are so aggravated assault in the morning and then like chill as fuck in the evening and depressed by nighttime and then back to being horny, square one, stupid, fucked up. Yeah. So, who's crazy? It's so weird. Or hormonal. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is the point of that. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because men have to be able to procreate any given time that a woman's 28-day cycle would line up with. But why the fuck are we still on this live flesh birth 28-day cycle? If I was popping out an egg that I had to like keep warm for 9 months or whatever, I don't know how that. I don't know how that works. I'm not a biologist. I'm a fucking hi. I am a fucking physicist, right? Not a biologist. So if I could like lay eggs, maybe I would. Um, but this whole scientific thing, probably not it. What about Taco Bell? What does that have to do with anything? You're about to eat some Taco Bell? Yeah, exactly. And it's like Taco Bell is delicious. Taco Bell is like the only fast food that I ever want and like actively want to eat and will eat out of desperation. Oh, okay. Yeah, Taco Bell is so good. I just like always want Taco Bell, but I like very rarely eat it because I try to be more health conscious and cook most of my meals. Um, I tend to get into snack phases where I'm like, I don't want to cook, but I don't want fast food, so I'm just gonna have a snack until I can cook again. And I don't know if I feel like cooking, I'm just gonna have more snacks or whatever. But from Taco Bell, I'm about it. Have y'all seen? Okay, I pay for Hulu with ads. I don't give a fuck. Okay, I still love them. They can do whatever they want. Half the movies I watch don't even have ads, so suck my dick. I don't care. Um, there is this Taco Bell ad, and somehow for some reason they make eating Taco Bell look good. They make food look appealing. Like it's so insane. I would try to describe it the best I can. Is like these two dudes and they're like just I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're playing VR, right? And they're eating Taco Bell, but the camera angles are from like this point of view and like this point of view and like up very close to them taking bites and like it's not ASMR, but because it's up close, marketing they are marketing geniuses. They have been for a while, you're not wrong. Hey, did you know somebody gifted you a sub the other day, I think? It was like random, but you got it. So that was kind of cool, right? Very cute. But it makes food look appealing, and I feel like most nice. Well, congrats. I feel like most food advertisements don't make me want to eat food and don't make me want the food, but Taco Bell, this new one is like, god damn. Even my partner, who's like really not about it, was like, that commercial makes me want Taco Bell, and he like never fucking wants Taco Bell, so it's crazy. They did a great job. Um, oh, for sure. For sure. Dude, we gotta stop talking about this. I'm getting hungry. There's no way Taco Bell's open right now, and even if it was, I'm not about to go get it. So, stop. We have to stop. This is too delicious of a conversation, bro. I am eating my bong. They do have great quesadillas, steak or potato all day. I don't really want anything to do with chicken pretty much ever. Shut the fuck up. Okay, then you bring me Taco Bell. What? Duh. 24/7? First of all, I've never seen a Taco Bell that was 24/7. Second, um, I listen, you live closer than anyone else on this fucking live, so I don't want to hear it. Where's my fucking Taco Bell, my guy? Listen, nothing is 24 hours anymore. How do you have three Taco Bells? Oh, only one is 24/7. That's so crazy. Like I've never seen. You don't know where I live. Oh, you did. No, you actually don't know where I live. But it's, yeah, pretty much that. Doesn't matter. Why would, let's not talk about this right now. You're supposed to be bringing me Taco Bell and I'm pissed. Um, That sounds really good. Homemade French bread pizza. My cousin and I did that a couple months ago. Yeah, right? Tell him to feed me. Taco Bell. That wasn't, it's not where I live, is what I was trying to tell you. So, anyways, doesn't need to be discussed. Yeah, okay, no, we get it. Listen. I love like Mexican food, okay? I know that we're not saying that we eat Taco Bell instead of Mexican food. I'm sorry that this is really blasphemous. Like, I'm not even trying to pretend like it isn't. It's corporatism at its finest, but you have to understand that we all live under corporatism, and like sometimes you cannot afford to go out for a fucking meal. And a lot of places don't just have taco stands. I don't know if that's a thing in Mexico as much as it is in other places in the US that happen to have Mexican people selling them food stands and stuff, like LA or whatever. I'm assuming it's a culture that comes from Mexico, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I've never been there. So I'm not trying to sound ignorant by any means. But sometimes it's just too broke. So when it comes to fast food, I don't like McDonald's. I don't like Burger King. I don't like any of it. It just doesn't sit well with me at all. I ate it as a child, but the only one I can eat is Taco Bell. That's nice. That's really nice, actually. Yeah. Not surprised. It doesn't make sense if it's like already affordable food where you are, then you don't need the fucking cheap version, right? But like I said, here it's like a whole fucking sit down experience where I am to eat Mexican, you know? You should come to the Midwest. We have all the Euros. Listen, y'all want to hear the craziest shit? I swear to God. Okay, this is random, but I think we kind of got to the point where no one was asking any specific questions and we were just kind of talking, and everyone was cool with me just rambling because I'm not doing tarot tonight. Was that established, or do they? I don't even know. I'm more referring to my home state of the mitten. Grew up on like Greek American food, which is pretty Greek according to the Greek people I've talked to, but also is Americanized. But because it's Greek, it's more Greek. The American version is often more Greek, if that makes sense. Like, I worked at this Coney Island, which is like Greek diner, basically, that is exclusive to Michigan, I guess. But my boss was from Greece, and she was like, the euro that we sell is like not. It's like authentic, but it's not. Where they have all the components of a euro, where it's the lamb, and they eat tzatziki, and they put tomatoes and onions on like everything. But she was telling me that like a euro in Greece is actually like the pita and the lamb with French fries, and you put mustard on it. And it's like their American thing. It's like it's their equivalent of a fucking hamburger, cheeseburger. Sometimes you put American cheese, like not American, probably cheddar, like some kind of cheese on there. But the way that they sell it here, they like make it more Greek because they use such like American ingredients, is what she told me. I don't know. That's only one person, I guess, but that's what she told me about euros. And I'm like, I think both ways would be delicious, and I love you. RIP to the restaurant, but I'm really happy you're still here, team. Mwah. Um, Love that place. Greek salad's been my favorite food since like fourth grade, which is weird for like a child, I know, but something about it, dude, it just fucking slaps. Oh, I would absolutely do that. We would have to pre-plan because I imagine that you might be fucking loud at times, and right now you wouldn't. Well, if you can drop off at like in an hour and a half, I'd let you do it right now. But you have to work. It'd be so. You'd have like evidence of you being irresponsible the night before your shift or whatever. It'd be a bad idea to do it right now. But like, fuck yeah, I want guests on here, bro. You don't even know. Yeah, me too. I get loud. So if I'm with another person or when I'm on the phone, like I do get so loud. It's really cold. Where are you? I mean, sorry, are you one of the Canadians? Sorry. Is that like a weird thing to say? I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be awkward, but a lot of times I just am. So, okay. I think you were here on the night where there was a bunch of Canadians, and that's why I thought that. I would love that. I would fucking love that. Do you want to do like end of March for Aries season? Like start the year off with guests and you're the first one? Could be cool. That'd be so weird. I do have to vet you though, and I will never let someone embarrass me, but I will let you embarrass yourself and not help you if you say some whack shit. So, just FYI. Okay, Aries season it is. Let's do it. Y'all, you know. In exchange for a fucking Taco Bell meal, we're gonna have our first guest on stream. Oh my god, I didn't even think you were still here listening to us being goofy. Good night. I so much love you, and we'll be back with like tarot channeling stuff tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for sticking it out. It's late for you. I'm surprised. Have a great time. Happy Aquarius season to you, right? Fixed signs. And until next time, good night, good luck. Not me, just saying, a lot of friends here tonight. A lot of like people I know tonight. Thank you. Good night. Seems to be so unanimous. I need to remember to get more water on my next break. Which is like 20 more minutes, by the way. Isn't it nice to have like the uninterrupted ad? Like we do a bunch of fucking back-to-back ads, I know, but then no ads for a full hour. They're like, fine, we will stop harassing you. Thanks for playing the ads. And if you subscribe, you don't have to watch any ads, and you sometimes get some really weirdly ridiculous exclusive content by not having to watch the ads once in a while. So, just saying. It's only like $2.99 or something, right? Cool. Yeah, I know. Sometimes you see stuff like me moving the camera, or I'll like unmute it and start singing, but that's pretty much it. Not like I'm flashing my titties, bro. Um, you have to pay for that kind of content. So, yeah, I don't know. We talked about so many random things, y'all. It's very much like there was nothing in my mind and nothing I felt like spirit wanted me to say. Like literally the day off, even though I like worked on other stuff, like I worked today. I I don't know. It wasn't like very deeply spiritual. You can just like if it always starts with questions, and then like after a while, the same group of people were here and nobody had any more questions, and we've just been battling about nonsense ever since. So we talked about a lot of things, but it went from like fixed signs and death and deities to like Taco Bell and that Mike Patton guy and other weird things, you know. So just a variety of stuff, really. You missed a lot, but not much at all, I guess. So, what's up though, everybody? How we doing? My paint cup went for a ride. Wow, I love that. That's really a fucking weird thing to say. Yeah, I do. Thank you, Dave. Yeah, that did come up. Probably more on that tomorrow. Um, yeah, I mean, I might just go. Y'all are being quiet. I do like thank you. Just didn't know what else to say. Okay, so Daniel Johnston, I do really like. Definitely had a lot of like inspiration by him in high school. I definitely had a Daniel Johnston phase. I had that like okay, I get that too. Okay, this is thank you. You guys are re-sparking things for me. So let's touch up. Love Daniel Johnston. He's super cool. But fame is kind of weird, and it's funny because I think there's like two. We've actually kind of talked about this on the stream before because I also think that like celebrityism is narcissism, and it's just like us not only abiding by narcissists, but like encouraging them, especially with these like armies of people who act like they can like these people or entities and that they can do no wrong and like let them do whatever they want because of what they do, as if we let them do that with literally any other job. Like we literally it's just so weird. Like these people to have the most money and the highest paying jobs and the best reputations, it's fake. Like half of them ended up being undercover pedophiles, overt racist assholes, completely sexist, misogynist fucking nightmares, like rapists and assaultists in every fucking way, shape, and form. And we just let them choose this narrative of choosing to be in the spotlight, choosing to rectify any kind of like reputation that they have, completely wiping it from the internet, destroying evidence, like buying their way into the hearts of America type shit and like infiltrating the entire world. Where being having the need to be perceived as a good person is where it's weird to me. People being famous for what they do, less weird when you think about it. The desire to be famous, I think, is questionable. People being famous, mixed bag, because sometimes you're just gonna draw attention. You're just gonna end up with the crowd. Like as an artist, as a performer, like sure you can never want to sell out, but if people like you, they're gonna like you, and there's gonna be right. Um, it's hard. It's like yeah, some do, some don't. Like I think some people really do crave it and would sell their souls or whatever, or like do shit to the extreme for attention and to be relevant. It's like so fucking weird. Like I don't want to talk about living celebrities by any means, but Doja Cat's journey certainly is interesting, and she's got some really questionable backstories where it's like, no, we kind of stop at racism. Why the fuck you, as a fucking biracial woman, make a song called Didn't Do Nothing and know what the fuck you were saying because you were talking to these white supremacists apparently? Like it's weird. And then to do these drastic looks and these overly sexual videos. It's just like very, I want attention. Like it's just, I want attention. I'll shave my head. I'll do whatever. I want attention. I want attention. It's not like a genuine mental breakdown. It's like also like all these drugged out videos and people being like, oh my God, I'm worried. Just fucking probably strung out, doesn't give a fuck, and loves attention. Like, again, I don't know these people. That's why it's like, if I'm not getting confirmation from someone or hearing their side of the story, I hate to talk about them unless I suspect that they're pedophiles, like someone like Drake is very much, very way too closely tied in acting like a pedophile. But something like Doja, I mean, it's like all entertainment personality. I'm not trying to sit here and dissect her life too much, but she's a very obvious one who's like seeks attention. Yeah. Yeah. And she was doing fine at what she did, but also like the whole thing was based on attention because if she didn't wear a cow costume, would her song have been that good? She stole it from Khalees. She's the one who admitted that. She like broke down the song and was like, "Oh, it was this song, this song, this song combined together, and I'm in a cow costume." So she's had to just thrive on the shock value and do the attention grabby things rather than focus on the music, which tends to be a lot of songs that were other songs. So it's like, what even is yours? I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, yeah, I could see how like fame is kind of a sickness and it's a fucking weird thing, and some people seem to be in it for the fame more than like the expression of art. Um, Once again, there's no need to talk shit, especially about like women in the industry or whatever. But I'm more on the Daniel Johnston tip than the Doja Cat tip. It was just a random example because of that costume was just ugly to me. I don't know, the all red, it just was ugly, and it's like you just want people talking about you. You want to be a meme, and she is so funny and like bases a lot of what she does in comedy that I feel like she knows it was going to be taken as a joke, and people who take it seriously is like jokes on them in a sense. It seems like that's her vibe. So that's the thing, is making music helps people, sharing your message helps people, and I think that's like I've always gone through this. I've always gone through this qualm actually, as you bring it up, where it's like by no means am I famous or seeking to be famous, but when you do things like I do, I've had to reckon with the idea that if it became that way, could I handle it, and is it something that I would want, and would I still do this knowing that that could be the outcome? Because that's the reality of it. I'm sitting here on the fucking internet. Anyone can watch this. Overnight, I get over 100 views on a video. It's like if one went viral, which I think is such a sick way to describe something being popular in the internet. Like when you have a virus, it's a bad thing. Why would you want something you make a why would you want something you make to be viral? Like that's something I'm far from wanting to manifest. Some people make that their number one goal. I want to go viral. I don't fuck that. I won't even say that. Why would I say that about myself? I don't care what it means in context of your social media circuits, but like I'm not going to sit here and fucking try to manifest being viral just based on principle, based on my health, based on the actual definition of what viral means. It's just not a good sound. Um, just like being famous, no. But having my art, my messages, my music, and my general performance, fashion, whatever, extending to enough people that the people who need it or are changed by it, affected by it, influenced, inspired, or in any capacity like it would be a plus for me because that's what I want to do is help people, not for the attention or the praise, but just to help them, right? I've always been really, really like self accepting and self loving because I've always been fucking weird, right? Yeah, that too is like it just becomes annoying at that point, you know? And everything's just a flavor. It moves too fast where this like insatiable need for new content every day is like so, oh, it's just destroying the capacity that the human brain has. They like want to devolve the population in a sense. Is someone eating pizza right now? Is someone like eating maybe even cold pizza and dipping it in sauce and like eating it? There was a very specific, like sometimes I don't get cravings, but sometimes like stuff hits me and it's almost like I'm consuming it. Um, yeah, basically. Um, there's content up to every day though. There's like new things in the ocean and new insects and bugs to be fucking discovered. What the fuck do you mean? um, What the fuck? No, this was like someone took a bite. Like there was one time I was on here and it was like someone must have taken a shot of whiskey while they were watching this because I felt the burn. I think it was bizarre, but it just happens sometimes where like people will be doing something and I just feel it or smell it or something. That's what I'm saying. No, it's not weird. Confirms the fact that suspect whoever I thought took that shot was taking that shot. What the fuck, dude? People are so weird. That's so fucking weird. I want it now though. It's some I don't very often crave pizza, but like that did feel like it hit the spot. That's so creepy and weird. This is not the first time this has happened, but it's the first time someone confirmed it for me. Because I swear I'm not. When the whiskey thing happened, it was all silent lurkers, and I was like, wow, like I can literally feel what you're doing, and you're gonna pretend like you're not there being who you are. That's so insane. I can't, I know, it's so weird. I am JoJo's Bizarre Existence. Like, fully feel that. I haven't actually seen JoJo, but I'm pretty sure I'd love it at least for the fits, if nothing else. Um, but streamers could watch. I'd be so paranoid. Sometimes I think you're all fake. I'm glad that people I know in real life come on here sometimes so that I don't get too caught up in this, like, what if these are really good AI bots because I have no way to confirm who any of you people are, and everything's driving me crazy when it comes to my hair right now. It's not important, but it's the same as rearranging the whole back end of my studio here. Is like just my hair. It's driving me nuts. Thanks, Arizona, Virgo, male, black, data tech guy, AI. I was trying to remember every detail I could think. Glasses wearing, AI, making, overnighting, Virgo ass, bitch, bot. Just kidding. Um, that's so funny. I'm glad the paranoia goes both ways, though, to say the least. Janice is like, it's the 27th, bitch. Bring it. She's like, I would totally wear this. What do you mean? Didn't I make you feel like you were my only man? Yeah, didn't I give you everything that I possibly can? Honey, you know I did. But each time I tell myself that I think I better know. You know, I wanna show you, baby, that a woman can be tough. Please stop taking pieces of my heart. I need that shit to live. The fuck? Anyways, what's up? By the way, can't sit still, so who else? You know, where's my fucking pizza? Where's my fucking Taco Bell? Where I think we're all becoming unhinged at this hour. It's really funny. Even doing the streams, you're not failing me at all. You're in Arizona. I don't think there's really much you can do. It's like whew, cold. It's like I don't really remember what I was saying just now. Bro, that sounds so good because pizza buffet lunch was the best pizza experience I think I'll ever have in my life, besides working at Sexy Pizza, but not because of working there, but because of the pizza. Pizza Hut is underrated as fuck. I haven't had it in so long that I don't know if it's still good, but eating unlimited amounts of Pizza Hut and salad was highlight of my youth. Yeah, it's always dead. They are like so good, but just didn't survive. It's not convenient enough. I feel like you have to eat Pizza Hut like at the source. Like it was a dine-in restaurant, and it just like pizza became carry out. You don't go. Nobody goes and gets pizza anymore. It was so cool in the '80s and stuff. Holy shit, we're getting raided. I am so bummed to tell them that I'm not even doing tarot, but it's gonna be fun. Teeny Pop. We raided Teeny Pop before. He's like this older Celtic dude. Hi everybody. I'm not doing tarot right now. I'm so sorry. We were literally talking about pizza. This is so embarrassing. We can talk about whatever, and I'm taking questions. Yeah, somebody suggested we raid Teeny Pop, so I followed him, and I think he followed me back, and that's how we got here. So I hope you had a good night, Teeny Pop. And if you're off, you're off. Don't feel obligated to stay and chat. Like I know it's common courtesy on Twitch, but sometimes I forget. So good night. And if you're joining, thanks for joining. I am Illuminati Mystex, and usually I'm doing tarot on here. And I know I'm in the tarot category, but it's tarot, etc. conversation at least. So stick around and ask questions tomorrow night or tonight, depending on where you're at in life or the world. I will be doing Halloween Oracle and channeling some people 27 Club night for the 27th of January. But tonight I'm just chatting about tarot stuff. But we did get to the topic of pizza. Bad timing, to be honest, kind of embarrassing. But if anybody decides to like stick around, taking questions, feel free to add anything to the conversation or just ask if you have, like I said, tarot questions, tarot related questions. I'm not an astrologer, but we love discussing zodiac signs and just different planetary placements. So thanks for popping by. Sorry I wasn't doing any tarot. And I don't plan on it tonight. In future reference, too, you always know that if I have this pink, big arts view, I am just chatting, and you'll notice that when I have a smaller turquoise screen, I am doing tarot. So if you're ever scrolling and you're like, oh, she's not doing tarot, versus when I am, which you will see tomorrow or later tonight, whatever your perspective. Cool. So, did I forget to get water? Or did we not roll an ad yet? I think we just haven't done it. Oh, we only have 2 minutes until we have to roll an ad. So I guess these newcomers can decide if they like us and that time dip out. Most of them are gone. Yeah, it was fun though. I love getting rated. I try to be friendly and not overdo it, but you know, everyone's like, yeah, no, kind of looking for some tarot right now. Don't got it. Seems like a few people stuck around, which is nice. Yeah. Cheers. This is empty, but I agree. I feel like even when you're in a dark room and you can't really see anything in front of you because there's no light, it's like the things you can see in the pitch blackness is part of what makes it so beautiful. And in that way, I bet space has got a similar effect, if not also like free floating atoms that maybe move so fast you can see them, but not retained by such a gravity that they become hard objects, right? I don't know if we'd really ever know because we look through a helmet, but I just feel like it would make sense that I look to the sky and see so much movement that if I were in space, it would be sort of the same thing, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Love space. Love space. Bummer that the everybody from the raid pretty much left. It's okay. I'm not for everyone. I'm not supposed to be, right? But I did finish my water, and we have 30 seconds somehow until these pre-roll ads. It went from 2 minutes to 30 seconds real quick. I guess I talk more than I think I do. So I will be back in a few minutes, and we'll bust our ads out and get like our uninterrupted hour of chit chat without ads. If you want to stick around, stick through them, it is. And we can stay on the subject of space while we're at it. So in the meantime, I'll be right back. I'm back with a LaCroix. Mm-hmm. Guava, easily my favorite LaCroix. There was some weird beach flavored one that was like blue colored, and that one was also amazing. But a lot of LaCroix fucking sucks. I'll pass on any lime. Grapefruit's like alright, but probably not that good. Hibiscus is pretty good. Everybody else likes the hibiscus one, but guava, bro, you could probably give me guava anything and be like, yeah, that's fucking delicious. What the fuck? I still think about these like pastries. I don't know what they're called. It was this little Habana in Indianapolis. It's like this little Cuban restaurant. They make, yeah, guava supremacy for sure. I would always get this baked good. It was so good. I don't know what it was, and it was the guava one. There was like two options, but I was like, no, I need the guava. And one time they were out because I've only been to Indy probably 4 or 5 times, and I would go almost every single time I was in town. So the one time they didn't have guava, I tried the other one, and I still went back for the guava next time because it was top tier. Um, I don't know what Portal is. Sorry. Yeah, and when I lived in LA, we definitely had a guava tree in our front yard. And gotcha. Okay. Makes sense. We are on Twitch. And that is random. That's like full circle moment, a full sphere moment, if you will. Actual guavas are like tropical figs. I don't know. Ah, danke. Danke schon. I don't know. My German's so few and far between. Okay. I'm addicted to this guava shit right now. What's up, everybody? Sounds like a fucking vibe. Okay, interesting. Not what I would expect. What the fuck? Wang Chung? Okay, this is like blowing my mind. I definitely have to listen to this because I don't think I know it. Was it? Okay. It's also a movie from '85, but didn't they just make one? Is it a remake? I don't even know. I don't really pay attention so much. Let things come to me as they need to. See what I see when I see it. Without intent, in a sense. So, what's up? Nice. We can definitely talk movies. Um, oh, thanks for the follow, Polaroid boy. We're not doing tarot tonight, by the way. Sorry, y'all. I'm doing a huge tarot night tomorrow, so we're just vibing, chilling, and I'm taking questions. At this point, we're pretty much talking about whatever random stuff comes to our minds, but I am open to questions related to tarot or whatever. We did that the first 2 hours of the stream, so you're on hour 3 with the same group of people. And, well, as much as it can be interesting, sometimes you just want to talk about pizza and your favorite movies. So I'm good, Polaroid. How are you? I'm pretty glunky. It's one of my favorite TikToks I've ever seen. I think that's what I find so humorous. I think drug humor might be slightly funny to me. I can't even lie. I've been fucked up enough times to think that shit's pretty funny, right? Thank you. We're gonna talk to Jimi Hendrix tomorrow night, tonight, depending on where you're at. I think it's like well into Friday the 27th. We're doing a 27th Club Party tribute hosted by Nico and featuring Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Jim Morrison, Kurt Cobain, probably Amy Winehouse, maybe Robert Johnson. So, um, You should tune in and see what I actually do. Yeah. His birthday's coming up too, Pisces season. So that's gonna be the big stream. Thank you. I usually start 9 p.m. Pacific time. Hopefully, I get. Well, actually, I probably will be late tomorrow because I do have some last minute late night plans to fit in before then. So it should be probably closer to 10 p.m. Pacific time. And I don't know if there's really going to be a start time or, I mean, like an order of things. So, like, I couldn't tell you in advance, but you can always watch the replay, of course. And yeah, it's going to be cool. I always do something for Janice's birthday, but this year I didn't have internet. So I just like we rescheduled, did this instead on the 27th club. Might be a little morbid, but necromancy in general is kind of morbid. So what are you gonna do? But this one I'm taking tonight off where I'm streaming because I wanted to tell everybody what I was doing tomorrow night. It's been kind of like a surprise, and people weren't getting the clues at all. They probably weren't really good enough clues, but tonight I'm just chilling, chit chatting. Yeah, right. And so like the past 3 years, Janice's birthday, it's been like a big thing where I get dressed up like Janice and channel whoever shows up, and it's usually consistently been Jimmy and Jim and Janice, and it's always so insightful and such a good time. And it's like I look forward to it every year because I like don't really hear from her other than her birthday, whereas I feel like Jimmy has come up a couple times and Jim doesn't really shut the fuck up, to be honest. I mean, I'll just say it. I don't care. I don't care. I feel like I spend a lot of time with him, but I still don't really know him in a sense. Where I feel like I also, like the people I do spend a lot of time with, really like Nico or John Lennon or something. You feel like you start to know them back, but I feel like Jim just fucking talks, man. He's just fucking talk. But insightfully, super insightfully. It's very much his poetry, very much who he was in this life, very much his music speaks through him or to him or for him very solidly. So I appreciate that. I'm about to roll 3 more minutes of ads so that we can get a full uninterrupted hour of ad-free streaming. So we do this pretty much early on in the hour. Right now we only have 20 minutes, but if I play another ad, we should get to maybe 40 minutes, and then we'll play another one. It'll be 60, and then we don't have to play them for an hour. So I promise this is so much better this way. Just like try to get through it with us, okay? And if you're a subscriber, you don't even have to watch ads. Just a thought. As am I. Alright, what's up? What'd I miss? Looks like some weird shit per usual. Were we talking about something or were we talking about space? Something really general or whatever? Don't really know. Yeah. Oh, let's check. I only got 49 minutes, so I'll probably roll at least another minute ad when I can, which they always make you wait a few minutes and then we should get to our hour. I'm surprised we didn't get to it already. I love that. That's so cool. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. It was getting real quiet, so it was nice that y'all popped in. And I'm sorry I'm not doing tarot tonight. I also normally wear glasses, so I've been awfully close to the screen and therefore to the camera, because it's just so much easier to read it up close. Whereas usually I'm fucking chilling, big pimping, whatever, you know. So I'm like this tonight because I forgot to put glasses on. So what's up? You got any questions since you're new here? When's your birthday? That would be my question. Yeah. Okay. A Virgo? Another Virgo. Okay. I can answer both of those. Short answer for the cat part, just want to mention that I do think that extraterrestrial beings use cats as vehicles to be able to not only astral project, but to be able to survey what goes on here. And that's why they have the eyes that they do, where they get really wide and they stare at stuff, stare at walls. It's like all projections and observations for extraterrestrial beings. So that's why cats are superior to humans. Yes, galaxy eyes. But going back to what I do here, that's part of what I do. So when you break down Illuminati mystics, you get the three big things, and that's not always decks. Conspiracy, sensuality, and mysticism. The sensuality is not so much for Twitch, but sometimes, we do get a little intimate and vulnerable around here. So while tonight's more of a mixed bag, typically I do have tarot going on, but I'm trying to avoid burnout for many of my decks. So rather than doing too much tarot tonight when I have a big stream planned for this evening, I decided to just kick back and chit chat. What up, Dom? Are you just coming in and out, or you've been silent this whole time? I have a feeling that you were elsewhere tonight, and then you just came back because someone else ended the stream. Am I wrong? It's okay. You can tell us the truth. Nobody cares. Nobody missed you. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Literally taking it personally? No. People want to see tarot. Um, yeah, so the decks that I got the Thoth deck. That's my basic situational kind of family drama or whatever's going down in life. I'm a Taurus. Um, and then I've got my love deck, the pink deck. We've got the demon deck for karmic readings and work related or anything you'd associate with hell and or labor deck. We got the Halloween Oracle, which I will be using tomorrow night to channel some um, the deceased. That's my primary thing. I'm a necromancer for sure, but I put the romance in it. I'm very poetic and deeply, deeply a romantic. And then we've got the cosmic deck of initiation for like angel messages, but like biblically accurate angels, not archangels. It's not Doreen Virtue. It's some weird mandalas from the 60s. They feel like angel messages to me. And then we got something else, the mystery deck. That one's for the aliens. Nice. My moon is Aquarius. Good night, Joey. You owe me Taco Bell and like 50 other things. Kind of jealous about your pizza. Good night. Um, we've got. Maybe that was it. I feel like I'm looking at one that I didn't list. Just got a new deck, but I don't know what it's for yet. Thank you. And hey, Aries season, we're going to stream. So get ready for the new year. Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for participating. Thanks for making it fun, goofy, and being open and vulnerable with us. Good night. Yeah, so let me roll this last ad so we can see if we can get the uninterrupted stream for an hour. I kind of want to gamble and just do the minute, but then if it doesn't get us to an hour, I'll be disappointed. But it should get us an extra 15 minutes. We'll see. So hopefully this works. We will be right back after this, whatever these words. All right, we didn't get as many extra minutes as 3 minutes would have, but we pretty much have an uninterrupted hour. So, I don't know how much longer I'll be on here. I'm upset that the stream got disrupted earlier because it seems like people replay the videos more when they're hours long than they do with the short ones, which I find interesting. I would prefer a shorter video to a longer one, but maybe people don't get through them, or I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe people just listen to it all day long after the fact. That'd be crazy to think about. Okay, so while I was gone, birthday, there was two questions, the cat thing, and then what I do here I think was pretty thoroughly answered. Some nights I'm just taking questions because people do tend to want to ask me stuff or just interject, and I don't like being interrupted during the reading, so I try to make time throughout my streams, even when I do tarot, and when I'm not doing any tarot, to stream just answering questions or letting people tell me whatever they want or talk about what they want or ask my opinion on stuff. To make a better flow for the streams. Now, I do have my books are open where you can book yourself a personal reading for, various prices that you can find on my website. If you go to www.ellymillie.com and you click my services page, Mystico page, I don't fucking know. I do know it's the Mystico page. You can see the decks and pricing, but when it comes to the tarot stream, I do not do any personal readings on here, but sometimes things get personal. Earlier tonight, I was like, "Oh man, is someone eating fucking cold pizza with marinara sauce?" And homeboy was like, "Yeah, I am." What the fuck? So you get it gets personal if you stick around, but um, it's not always tarot, and it's not always a guarantee, but it just sort of naturally will happen where it can feel really personal for sure. But I don't do the whole join a list thing, and I appreciate you sticking around to ask these questions before asking me for a reading because nothing irks me more than when people come on here, follow me just so they can chat, ignore my chat rules, and then immediately ask me for something, which is a reading, which I don't do, which I put in my chat rules. So it's just silly. But I get that sometimes I understand that because this is a global community, I think sometimes it's even a language barrier. Yeah, it is. Because Because a lot of times it's just people draining people and they're seeking an answer that they've already gotten from 6 other tarot readers and they're stumbling upon my channel hoping that they'll get a different answer from me, but I'm not even going to give them one and they're going to go to the next channel and not even think twice about it. Please just listen to the message. If it's collective, then you should be a part of the collective. You have to understand you're never going to be a complete individual in this world. And like, if something's meant for us, yeah, a little bit tarot junkies. A little bit tarot junkies. The other day, like, I was listening to music. I brought this up on this, the stream the day it happened, but I was listening to music and my app just stopped fucking working for no reason. Played one song and then just was like, nope. Closed it out, reopened it, just nope. So I was like, fine, I guess Spirit wants me to listen to tarot because I try not to overdo it, but I feel like because one, I'm in a very transit period in my life, but also two, I feel like because I do it, it's good to kind of keep in touch and keep in tune and get outside messages to affirm maybe what I perceive for myself in a sense so that I can clear out my own personal messages before I do this for everyone else. I've thought about it a lot because, like, I would never want to be a tarot junkie, but I'm also never truly searching for an answer when I play tarot. Once again, it's just to confirm what I suspect of my own intuition for the most part. And I also feel like, not to be invasive or anything, but the algorithm is definitely going to know things on not necessarily a spiritual level, but in a disgusting way of a tech level. Where if somebody's really thinking about you or stalking you, looking at you, and fucking like your phone is gonna know that their phone knows that and your phone's gonna tell their phone's gonna tell you, the algorithm's gonna push what you need to hear into your feed. Like that's why like a lot of online tarot is kind of legit, but that's why some people like if they won't listen to the message they're gonna get the wrong message because they're searching for it. But like most of the time it's pretty much one and done. Like you'll know what you come across is intentional on a divine level. I believe that because before the days of the internet, it was like just wandering about life and letting life happen, right? Like following the magic or listening to the music, if you will. And now it's just like a chain of clicks, which is its own thing. It's like a different age, tech age. I prefer the real shit in a sense of like just experiencing life and being magnetized towards different things. But at this point, the algorithm probably definitely has some influence as much as fate itself. And those two things, I think it makes these things incredibly more accurate in a sense. And sometimes it freaks me out where I'll have a sense about something and then I get this affirming video where it's like, yeah, okay, that makes sense because this software is tracking the other software, binging off of it. And then also my intuition is telling me something separately. So I would say yes. I would say that's confirmation. Okay, so fucking weird. Especially if you bring up things like astral projection, which I don't know what people need to believe in something when it's so easy for people to believe in like church or whatever. But if like the government says they did human studies on things like astral projection or using lysergic acid diethylamide, I just feel like, are you gonna believe them? Because if I say that I feel like I can do some astral projecting or feel like other people can, it's like I don't know what level of evidence do we find to be acceptable or deem true, you know? Because all science is theoretical anyways. And I think we just undercredit that. And then going back to like space, it's funny that you say that because I think this came up like hours ago and I kind of just circled back to it even though the people that I talked about it with are like gone at this point. Just sleeping, damn, sounds dramatic when I say it. Um, yeah, I feel like it's definitely like same with scrying, you know, using your mirror to kind of project what you want to see, but instilling it into the way you reflect to other people. But that's verging on magic. I don't really like to just expose my magic online. But then, like, also when it comes to the stalking energy that I was kind of joking about, is that, like, if you teach someone how to do that stuff, and you're not intending for them to do it to you, but then they do it to you, but then it's like, I fucking taught you how to do that, so of course I know you're doing it, but like, why are you doing it? It's just like a weird, you know? Um, it just, okay, so, yeah. It can be intense. And I think part of the reason that I like necromancy is because it's almost more cut and dry when you have a source. Because sometimes trusting your own intuition is like, it borders on delusion, it borders on narcissism, and it borders on insanity or, mental unwellness in one aspect, which I've always understood and always been scrutinized for. But when it comes to like the deceased, I can get some very viable, true, more concrete information or facts from them to prove my sources. Whereas you can't get that from spirit, you can't get that from your intuition, but you can get that shit from people who were actually alive. Like, we'll be doing live streams about or with artists I'm not super familiar with, and I'll just like say a date or something, and it ends up being relevant, or say a name or make a joke about something very specific, and someone else will get the joke who knows the material better. Um, it's just stuff like that where I like working with the dead because it does feel a lot more concrete. No, we probably could. He was younger than 27, right? Or was he 27? That'd be nuts. He was the year everyone was 26, wasn't he? It was around the same time as Mac Miller. Oh, he was 21. Oh, he completed his life cycle. I don't think I'd be able to talk to Lil Peep if I wanted to. He's done. He is not coming back, not hanging on. When they say when you are born and die in your life cycle, you've completed it, and he did. Scorpio season, born and died 2 weeks apart. It was the saddest he'd ever been, and he was done being sad again. Never wants to come back and do that. He'll never be sad again. That's really beautiful, especially as we had a lot of Scorpio energy on here tonight. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, he feels peaceful at this point. But he's done with his karmic cycles. Like, he did it without having kids, without having attachments, without holding up for anybody. He did it for himself. He completed his life cycle. He expressed his sadness. He was heard. It didn't make him feel better. He learned. Good. That's good. It's very heartfelt music. It's complete, it's whole. It might be sad and weird and different, and not a lot of people like it or whatever, but he was very fulfilled. Yeah. Cheers to Lil Peep. I always kind of liked his music. I just don't know that much. Well, I'm kind of glad to hear it because I believe in crying and I do it a lot. Definitely tune in tomorrow. I don't know if you're into any of the older heads. Oh, Pigpen! Duh! Oh my god. How did he get left off every 27 Club playlist? I'm putting Pigpen on the list. I don't care how many people show up tomorrow. Pigpen is coming to the party. It's bullshit. Pretty much for the first time ever, Pigpen is going to be included in a fucking 27 Club meeting. Like he wasn't 27 in the heydays. Good. I'm glad to hear it though. I mean, I do feel like I have a gift, and that's why, we talked about some complicated stuff. Like earlier, we talked a little bit about fame, and someone was like, oh, there's something so, kind of sadistic about it, and I agree, it's whatever. But being able to, um, it's not even like exploiting myself, or maybe it's exposing, because if no one else is doing it to me, then it's a choice, and therefore I'm exposing myself rather than being exploited, which would be at the hands of someone else, right? Um, but to choose to step forward and say the things that you think are meant to be said and share your gifts can sometimes draw somewhat attention. I'm totally cool with it being a handful of people here and there. I don't know how long I could sustain, this because it takes up time and isn't really overwhelmingly lucrative. But it's on a consistently slow incline, which to me isn't that slow compared to other social media sites. Pretty. It's been fun. It's been good, and I really like it. That's cool. I feel like a lot of musicians keep coming up on here because I recently got into music also. Uh, but yeah, we're just taught to like monetize everything. I'm like the anti-hero heroine, but not like Nico heroine, but Nico chic, right? And what costume shall the poor girl wear? Oh my God! Hey, Patty. We've been here in a minute. How you doing? Maybe it hasn't even been that long. It feels like it though. I've only popped in a few times. What is your time zone? Why are you joining us now? Seems weird. 22222. That's probably why. Did you do that on purpose? Did you wait until I was streaming for 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds before you joined the stream? Because that's pretty much when you said hi. And I love that. I'm good. I'm not doing any tarot tonight. Okay, what time is it? It's like 5 hours difference from Eastern time, or 5 hours difference from Pacific time. I can't remember. And also London. Like, I don't know how many time zones are in the UK. Oh, are you awake for the day or are you still up? I'm like not a day walker, obviously, or I wouldn't be like hours deep into this right now. Yeah, I get that. Wait, you're not a Gemini? You're a Virgo. Okay, you're a Virgo who don't sleep. Oh my God. I know your type. Mutable energies can definitely thrive on not sleeping, but Virgos like to sleep. So a Virgo who don't sleep, oh boy, you are the utter kind of chaotic. So that's wild. Very, very wild. Um, yeah, so we're just chit chatting, taking questions, talk about random stuff. I feel like maybe we were in the midst of something and I got real disruptive to myself. I don't think maybe there was anything to circle back to in that very given moment. Um, how's everybody feeling though? It's like such weird hours for everyone. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna stream, by the way, because like we're not doing tarot, and it's like if people don't really have any more questions and don't have random stuff to just like tell me or share with me or ask me about, then I don't know how much more I can creatively sustain. Good. I'm really glad that you are. I feel like being happy is a really important part of being in this world, and that's what Lil Peep had wrong, and he realized it finally when he completed his karmic cycle. It is really cute, and I'm feeling happy too. Um, Feeling happiness for the first time for real is like a very unique type of bliss. So, very beautiful. Just drinking my guava LaCroix. I'm probably gonna drink alcohol tomorrow or tonight. Yeah, of course. I really enjoy it, but that's why it's like I can't rely on other people that contribute to the stream, but sometimes it's like I'm trying to sustain on my own, and when I have tarot in front of me, it's really easy to just keep talking. But if I don't have anything that I instinctually want to say, it's like harder to just be like, I can talk about random stuff, but like, do I really do? I don't think so. I don't think I do. It's crazy how like I've been trying to do my makeup more, and I like got some makeup for Christmas and bought myself some new makeup and stuff because I was working with like some shitty shit. It was kind of funny, but then it was like whatever. I guess here, lucky me, makeup. And today I like didn't put any of the creamy stuff on, you know. And I've been doing this thing where I contour my cheeks. Cool, thank you. Yeah, that'd be dope. It's just like my name. But today I didn't do it, and I think that I might just look like that. I thought I was making myself look really like dead and jaunt by putting the makeup on, but then today all I did was the blush, and I'm like, damn, I think I just look like that. And it's stressing me out because I eat like a lot. I guess like in the age of buccal fat removal, I should be grateful, but also I look like I'm on drugs, and really all I do is smoke weed. Like, just wanted to address that. Thank you. I appreciate it. But I'm just saying, something lately. Thought it was the makeup, realizing now it's not the fucking makeup. I'm not even doing the fucking, I didn't do the contouring. Okay, let's do it. That's always a fun thing. I live in a place where weed's legal. So Twitch basically says it's legal for me to consume on stream because it's legal where I live. Yeah. Yay! Okay, this is gonna be so much fun. I love it. I was like, oh shit, should I also wait for me? But no, I'm good for a minute. Pass the touch to the left hand side. Pass the touch to the left hand side. Do y'all follow me on Instagram? Or no? Trimming the bed? What is that? Oh, the bud, probably. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, tourist season starts on 420 for a fucking reason, alright? I was born at night, but not last night, baby. I didn't really mean to quote Kid Rock, but like, sorry. I don't know. What's up, though? Still waiting. Might straight up fucking be wrong somewhere else. I have 2 Instagram accounts. And if you get fucking weird, I'll block you or whatever. That's okay. I think it's good to follow me on Instagram just to know when I stream because I never make a schedule, but I always post it on Instagram stories when I'm about to stream, and I'll just like that's pretty much the only way to know. And I'll usually try to give a heads up if I'm gonna stream that day. I also hate Instagram, and while we're at it, I fucking hate Mark Zuckerberg too. I hate what he did with Facebook. I hate what he did with Instagram. I hate what he did with Meta, and I hate that I use it. And I hate that I hate him so much that it's all I talk about when I use his apps is how much I fucking hate him, and yet I still use his apps. And there's very little he can do about it because what's he gonna do? All I'm saying is I fucking hate that dude. Okay. So what? You're gonna block me from all my fucking shit? You're gonna steal my stuff? That would be really shitty of you, wouldn't it? That would be really shitty of you, wouldn't it? Because am I a threat to you? Zero. Threat level, zero. I've got nothing I can take from you, Mark. It would be weird for you to seek revenge or to make me your nemesis, and you know it, and that's why you don't. And there's nothing you can do. I'm just gonna keep using your shit and hating you. Love you, bitch. Yeah, that's how I feel about Mark Zuckerberg. I don't think he owns Twitch, right? I hope not. Yeah, that was pretty bad. So that's where I stand on Instagram. I wish it was just classic pictures Instagram. Oh, cool. I mean, I fucking hate Jeff Bezos too, but it's not the same kind of depth as Mark Zuckerberg because I don't have an Amazon account. And he's like, so what? And I'm like, yeah. Come on, it's Jeffrey Bezos. But I'm just going to say, Jeff, if you are going to be a billionaire, why look like Lex Luthor, please? I know it's a little late for a toupee, but could you do something? You literally look like Lex Luthor. It's just, I know, but maybe you can pick up wearing a hat. Okay, just something. Lex Luthor less. Okay. Yeah, it's uncanny. It's weird. It's weird. But thank you for the free subscriptions. Those are great. Appreciate it so much. Yeah, I've been saying that for a minute, and then he just gets more evil, but then he'll do random shit where he's like, it's almost like he's having a change of heart or something in some of his moves, or he's just like concerned after watching what happened to Elon Musk and Twitter. He's like, man, I should probably be careful of what I'm doing. And then, like, the next few days after Twitter tanked, he like donated half of his fucking shit to charity, and I was like, oh my god, he got Scrooged last night. Like, that man got visited by the past, present, future self. I think still working on it, right? What Phantom Thieves? I don't know, but hey, y'all, I'm gonna take a quick 3. I will be right back in just a minute. Um, and then we'll still have our like no ad thing. This is not a timing thing. It's a personal thing. Sorry, bitches. Have a life. Alright, y'all. What I miss? Okay. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, hold on 1 second. Alright, sorry. Back for realties. You know what's funny is like my hair's driving me crazy because honestly I didn't wash it today and then I was wearing a hat all day. And that's like how my hair is, you know? But it kind of looks good, oddly enough. I like the way it looks. So, got my bong, got some weed in there, got a little something else in there too. Um, just a little hashish. I think that's fully legal too, right? Just weed on weed. Cheers, babes. Wait, Source, I thought we were waiting for you. Don't know where you were. Oh, nice. Someone just gave me some. Because I like rolled them some joints and they're like, well, I'm not gonna smoke this hash, so take it. I'm like, cool, I'll fucking smoke it. Love that. Yeah, that's great. Nice. All right, cheers. Happy like 420 somewhere. Rip the fuck out of that for you. Oh, good morning. Good night, good evening, good afternoon. How are you? How's it going? What do we do? Okay, relax, straight edge. I don't know if you actually are straight edge or not, but it sure would be funny if you were. Yeah. Trees. Like cheers. I love that. That's great. Salute. Good thing I don't have a gag reflex. No, I'm kidding. I totally do. I am not that girl. I am not that bitch. I for sure can't even brush my teeth without like. Yeah, no, I was lying. The delay in the chat is my favorite part right now. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I know. I'm like that. It's annoying. We talked about this earlier. I'm in that phase of my moon cycle. I have to say goofy stuff. So, that's all it is. And there's a lot of them. That's not all it is. You can go explore all of my content and see for yourself exactly what it is. Naturally virgin. Just kidding. Virgo jokes, though. Yeah, so then yeah, it was like $3. Pretty cool. Me and my best friend have matching disco ball cups. Our friendship started with fake beef, and now we make beef together. I don't think we've ever made beef, but we like eat meals, so I think it was a cool sentiment. Yeah. As women, we were pitted against each other at a young age. And once we realized that we were pitted against each other and actually really liked each other, we've been best friends ever since.
Pretty cool. Feminist backstory. 90s feminism, bro. Yeah. Okay, that would be so cool. I don't know if I told you the lineup's gonna be like Kurt, Jimmy, Jen, Janice, Nico, Robert, Robert Johnson, and Pigpen, because Pigpen never gets to be a part of the club. So maybe Amy, we don't know. She's kind of like we're not sure if she'll show. And then, like, if I make the lineup longer, which I did because I forgot Pigpen, and then we were like, okay, it's so many. Yeah, whoops. I love that. I'm writing a screenplay. Okay, I do this a lot where I like start screenplays and like don't really finish them because it's like I just need to get an idea out of my head more or less and like have fun with it, but I don't really do screenplay format. And like the last time I was trying to write a movie screenplay, I was like, this is probably more of a TV show length idea, so I just like stopped because I was like, I wasn't trying to write a television script, going back to Bezos. Yeah. Oh, because yeah, come on, Jeffrey. You're Jeffrey Bezos. Why is fucking stream shitting and shit, bro? So anyways, welcome back, Space Bat. Oh yeah, I'm trying to write this novel that's like a fucked up psych take on Alice in Wonderland or whatever, and I was doing so good, and then I hit this point in the story where it's like, damn, I don't have enough filler. Like this can either be a novella or I need way more filler. It's not a novel. But then the most recent screenplay was inspired literally pretty much by Kurt Cobain. Like Kurt Cobain AF. Thank you for the encouraging words. I should pick it up again. It's really pretty good, but it's okay. Here's the thing. I am an excellent writer. It's like the one thing I've known my whole life is I'm good at writing. I used to think so little of myself that I was like convinced everyone had the ability to write because everyone speaks English, so like it's not that hard to do, and I just am not that good at anything because it's just such a thing to be good at. And then I realized this so far from being true. I'm fucking so dumb for being smart and not even realizing it, right? So I'm a really good writer and I know that, and I'm really creative when it comes to my stories, even if I'm trying to do a remake, retake type thing like this Alice idea. It's also like I started it, I had the idea, I sat on the idea for a bit before I started writing it. But I started writing it when I was sitting in bed with like head to toe injuries from like the fucking staples I had in my head to like my broken leg to my 16 vertebrae, whatever. When the weather gets too cold, my fucking finger hurts. This is my witch finger, my reminder that bad magic exists and I don't need to do it. Um, yeah. So when I started writing it, I was dealing with a traumatic brain injury and trauma in general, unpacking some stuff. So, like, I had the idea already, and that's why I was like, oh, this is the perfect time to do it. I just got out of the fucking hospital, and everyone thinks I'm fucking mental. Great. Okay. But the writing quality was bad. It was cringing at editing it. I was like, I just need to rewrite this. This is garbage. I used humans to inspire some of my characters, and now like I don't even talk to half of them, and I'm like, okay, probably the wrong approach. Like it needs so much work that I don't even have a desire to like redo it. It's in such bad shape because of that. So I think when I come back around to it, I would love to finish it, and I'd love to let you take a look at whatever once it's in a better draft. But this at this point, it's embarrassing, and it's on par with what I was writing in 6th grade, probably. which was good for a sixth grader, you know. I fancy myself more akin to like the Hunter S. Thompsons and the Ken Keseys and such things. Am I worth mentioning? I don't know. But you can read some random shit. Actually, my vocal selections are pretty good. If you go on my website, you can go to the Muse page, and then at the bottom, you can go to read more, and you can find my vocal page. And it's like, I kind of hear you. I feel the same way, and I feel like it's kind of a not something I talk about, but I'm working on having a platform in which we can discuss that, which is, once again, my website. You can actually sign up and become a member. There's not much going on other than you would already be a member for when I fully launch the stuff that I've been working on, but it's like, I'm a busy man, and I'm only one person. I got the job of like 25 people to try to run this business. But if you want to sign up, I'm working on some stuff, and you might be able to see it all once you do sign up. It's just inactive right now. Haven't fully announced it. It's like for members only, anyways. So on the website, click around. I don't fucking know. Tried to send somebody a login, like a sign up link, and it's just literally my homepage. So good luck. I thought I already gave you the link. It's the same website. That sigh was not for you, it was for me. Oh, Muse. But I don't know, it's like blog, probably www.illymilly.com/blog, I'm guessing. Let me see if that worked. Oh, you know it did. You know it did. So you can read like random blog postings and shit and see some pictures, I guess. Um, but then at the bottom, what I was saying is it says read more at Vocal, and then you click next page and it takes you. What happened to my Vocal account? Why didn't that link work? Now I'm sad. What has Vocal done? They told me that my account wouldn't go away, even if I wasn't a Plus member anymore. What did I do? Well, now I need to fix this, like, right now. Sorry, Twitch. You're just in for the ride. Hate that. I love that you, like, forced me to do this right now. It's so random, isn't it? These bastards. No, I must have the wrong link. Like, I'm probably being a brat, honestly. Yeah, I think I just had the wrong link. I think I probably changed it since I edited the website. That's fucking hilarious of me. Good morning. It's like so early. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's so early. Good morning. Good morning. Dun, dun, dun. Good morning. Ba, 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 ba. Good morning. So many silly things are gonna come into my mind. I don't know if it's like someone's energy who joined the few right now. They probably just left because they got called out. But I was thinking about how much I'm just like this all the time, and something that I always found really disingenuous is how people like have online personalities, and that's fine. Like if you want to be an entertainer and you want to do that, and you want to do those things, it's one thing, but I feel like just the way I am and my general personality and me full blast 24/7 is what inspired people to tell me, hey, you should do ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, fill in the blank. And I was like, okay, I'll fucking try whatever the fuck, anytime ever, pretty much. That's who I am as a person, and this is one of the many things I'm good at. I don't know why that popped into my head. He's working. That's why he's like sleepy and can't wait to go to sleep, but still hanging out with us. The body does need sleep, and when you die, you don't get to sleep anymore. Just never forget that, right? And Polaroid was the Virgo who doesn't sleep, the chaotic, unhinged, mutable Virgo king, whereas Source is our responsible, meticulous, polo-wearing Virgo who absolutely knows that sleep is detrimental to your health, or I mean, lack of sleep is detrimental to your health. Yeah. And yet so different. Anarchy? Ah, I'm so sorry you can't. Okay. The fuck is this? Dun, 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 bum, bum, bum. Why isn't this letting me edit this? I'm right here. Oh, what the fuck? There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, this is funny. Okay, so I think I changed the link and never updated it. Thank you so much. I have so much editing to do on my website, and I just like it's very hard to like find the time to fucking do it, especially when it doesn't get a whole lot of traffic, but that's why I'm doing things to it to make it get more traffic, but it's so much work to do that it's hard to sit and do it, and it's like a whole fucking cycle, obviously, because I do the work with 25 people for one fucking job, business, brand, whoever I am, for pretty much no reason other than it's just what I was doing anyway. That's what I'm saying. It's like people told me I should stream. They told me I should try acting. They told me I should sing. They told me I should make music. They told me, whatever, because they'd catch me doing it or they'd say, this is really good. You should, And so, like I said, I'll try anything at least once. And there's just some things that I liked and some things that I'm good at. Sometimes when I'm lucky enough, it's both. And here we are, you know? And I don't love talking about myself. Like, as much as I love myself, and I know people are always like super interested in what I'm saying for some, like, not for some reason. I know that about myself and I can be confident in that. It's not to say that I just automatically want to talk about myself all the time. I just find that it's an interesting enough topic to refer back to in moments like this where we're not really talking about anything in particular, that I can always just rely on talking about myself because I'm fucking interesting, and that's just because of how I live my life and how I've always been, and it's like crazy in retrospect to think about and to be at this point in my life. But yeah, thank you all for being down with it too, because I'm weird as fuck, and not necessarily totally social, even though I've always kind of been quite the social butterfly, oddly enough, right? If y'all are just tuning in, thank you, good morning, or whatever the hell you're doing. But tonight we're just chatting, so if you have any questions about me, tarot, or anything, feel free to stick around and ask, but I'm not doing any tarot readings tonight. I only sometimes have insomnia. Depends on where I'm at in my cycle. How much caffeine I have based on where I'm at in my cycle. So many factors. School analogy for your sleep schedule is cracking me up. And thank you. I feel like I am pretty good at streaming And I try my best to be a good person. I fucking truly do. And I fucking don't care. Is your cat just cleaning itself? Y'all are so fucking weird. Love you. The moods of me. These are pretty, I would say these are like mostly accurate. I feel like there's not enough happy ones though. Do I not smile all the time? I feel like you are trying to bully me into smiling even more. When honestly, I catch myself smiling all the time and I'm like, God damn, I have a beautiful fucking smile. I'm just gonna smile all the goddamn time. So don't even. Even if I'm just going right back to this. Not really on the crystals. Yes and no. Okay, let's put it this way. There's like a box of crystals right there. Um, I love having crystals around me, but I rarely ever charge them in moonlight unless they're already appropriately placed and ready to be charged. I don't use them routinely in spell work necessarily, but I'll throw them into spell jars and stuff just if they're there because that's why I have them. So like I love crystals and I have a ton of crystals. Probably have like 100. It's you know. Um Thank you. But I am weird and it's okay. I think you're maybe a little more interesting than a brick, but you gotta give bricks credit because bricks are pretty interesting, especially when you don't really say what kind of brick, because you can imagine that, yes, a red concrete brick is gorgeous. It's got texture, it's got that great color, it's unique, it can assimilate to anything and be a very important part of a structure, but it can also be like a kilo of cocaine. So right? Like, or more. Or more. And that's interesting. Like bricks. Interesting. Sorry, that was a bad analogy. Unless you meant you are very interesting. I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that. It's not artificial intelligence. It's extraterrestrial intelligence. um, That last bong rip, I ripped so hard because I feel like it was like a half cash bowl, but also has hash in it, and I really ripped it hard, and I'm like regretting it so deeply. You have no idea. Yeah, yeah. I think it's funny how if I wasn't constantly insulting men and talking about how much I love women, I'd probably be perceived more as a pick me. But instead, I'm perceived as a bully, and I much prefer that, to be quite honest. If that's what it takes, you know? Yeah. I'd rather bully these men than have them choose me. I have to check myself and everyone else when I'm ovulating. I know that. I'm like, oh my God, my smile is like so beautiful. Like, okay, thanks. We all have always known that. Shut the fuck up. Like, we get it. You're lucky. You're blessed. You're so blah, blah. You had braces once. Like, okay. So I don't need to be acting like that. That's where I'm like getting a little pick me around here. But ultimately, I'm more of a bully. Okay. My name is Earl. I'm trying to do good and right by everybody I could have ever wronged, but you know what? Sometimes it's more Veronica Mars seeking revenge and knowing everything about everything or whatever. So that's just like the vibe lately. Yeah, that ref. Yeah. No, I need some, right? My tech stuff, not great, but part of like the fun of subscribing on Twitch is to get the custom emotes of other people, right? Or of the people you subscribe to. It's something that they tell me that I have the option of doing, and I'm like, I don't know how to do that. And so far, haven't even tried. Yikes! It's not a great feeling to like admit that, but honestly, I'm an honest man. I pride myself on such things. So let's see if that link works. By the way. Yeah. Okay. You guys want to hear something? I'll read you one of my vocal entries. Something you should understand about vocal is that it's like some websites like vocal.media or something, and there's like a club you can pay them monthly to join. So they were like, oh, we'll give it to you for free for a while. And I was like, okay, cool. And then they were like, hey, we're going to charge you. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll support the club. Like, it's cool. And then after a while, I was like, okay, I don't want to pay this for this anymore. And then they were like, oh, well, it's on us. We'll even pay you. And I was like, okay, cool. But it's just like, right now, it's inactive. But they would have these like little competitions. And so all the writing I did was entries in these various competitions. And I didn't win any of them. And at one point, I don't really post about it often because it's not like a point of vulnerability by any means, but I never win. And that's okay. They're huge contests. And I get that I'm not necessarily what a judge is looking for. And I had to accept a long time ago that like, sometimes you just have a lot of moments where they're not even losses, but you're just completely overlooked and not even in the running. And that's just okay because it's for someone else to win. And I just have always had that approach to things. And would never want to take anyone else's moment, glory, or rewards for something that they needed or wanted way more than me wanting to be affirmed by something, right? And I realized that if Hunter S. Thompson entered one of these contests, he wouldn't win either, you know? So, they all had prompts, I guess is what I'm saying. It's all original work, but they all had prompts. And I had that book I read from, but I read all of them. And it's funny, it had 22 stories in it, and this one is 24. So pick a number, 1 through 24, and I'll read it. Because they're all generally pretty appropriate to read out loud if I submitted them to vocal. 17 it is. Maybe we'll do both depending. Well, I feel like we've gone into this a little bit on the channel, and it's kind of a weird thing, but like what they really want is for us to emit the human frequency of love, which is approximately 405 hertz, which is very uncomfortable for human ears, but is very delectable for other purposes in the universe for some reason, because you cannot find that resonance anywhere else. So some of them want to deplete humans of having this very, very valuable resource so they can colonize the earth, and others want to help humanity maintain its resonance so that it has its value and can remain sovereign in space. I didn't mean if I didn't. I don't know if you wanted such a literal thing. This always. I went to Catholic school. I don't know how. Like always. I don't know. I feel like for always I have been on the spiritual path, from wanting to live my life like Jesus to like discovering Buddhism in 7th grade to like getting tarot cards 11 years ago. Like it's always been the path. I wanted to be a nun when I was like 7. I was like so about the church for a minute, you know. Yeah, for sure. I found my first deck and I think it should be that way. It just weakens the whole situation. It weakens them to be inhibited. It weakens the planet's valuable. It's not valuable. It has valuable resources. It leaves humans more vulnerable to other beings, basically. Because it's not pleasant to our ears, you can assume it's not pleasant to other ears, so some of them can't get even like close to this planet when we're in a high resonance, and so there's certain areas where they can land. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Oh my god, I've been saying this too, and oh my god, they hate when I'm home. That makes so much sense. You don't know that. There's so many different species that some of them are very human-like or just inhibit human bodies or can just project in your mind. Like, yeah, no, people have definitely seen them. They just don't realize what they're fucking looking at. Especially, like, it's this very commonly held belief amongst the community with deer. It's kind of like what I was saying with cats, where, like, deers are the eyes of whoever decides to abduct and experiment on humans. They use the deer to keep an eye on them. And so it's funny to see, like, areas in which there's, like, dense population of deer, probably dense population of aliens, probably really low frequency places, you know? But sometimes if the frequency is too high, it attracts like all these other things. It's just so weird, right? Yeah, it's so nuts. I love that. Yeah, this is all just stuff that comes up on the streams, and then if I talk about it, I bring it up again. Yeah, this is typically what the streams are like. I would say the past week or two, the streams have been largely about these conversations, conspiracies, especially or particularly surrounding extraterrestrial beings. I have a deck that I set aside for those types of connections or channeling messages, but yeah. Yeah. Whew. I just got so cold. I don't really feel like doing a channel message right now. I have that as an option on my website. It's very expensive. You probably learn a lot from watching my streams week after week after week after week, and honestly, you can sub to the Patreon for like $5 and see all of my past streams on Twitch, and I have a YouTube channel. Well, like I said, yeah, you click around. There's like so many different. I'm working on my website quite a bit, but oh yeah, I forgot we were reading poetry. That's not even my fucking thing. 1718. Damn, see, this shit's all over the place when nobody really says anything in particular. I don't either. All right. I guess counting backwards would be the easiest way to do this. So if this is 24, 2, 1, 20, 19, 18. Okay. I feel like 17 is so relevant and 18 is not really something I can read. I can try. Okay, so once again, these were all prompts. So, like, this prompt was literally to make a gay playlist. So, I could read this and maybe link you to the playlist. I think I still have it. I don't know. Bye. Okay, so this is. I forgot I did like a breakdown of some iconically gay songs. Should I read this? Like, you said 18, so this is like Freedom Party. Okay. That's what I titled this. About to get gay up in here. I would disagree. I feel like we hit points all the time, and half the time our conversations are full circle because we come back to points that we already discussed prior to the stream. Thanks so much, though. It's random, but it's everything and anything all the time. Okay. This starts off like totally, this is who I am as a person, if you didn't already really know that, but hopefully it's funny to y'all. And then also, let's see how much time we have on our fucking ads before I get too into this. 25 minutes, we're good. Let's get gay. I love that, thank you. Okay, let's get gay. Freedom Party, a look at queer music throughout history. I'm such a fucking nerd. Such a fucking queer nerd. And then I used like a picture of a meme that says gays to emo girls in middle school. I'm open to alliances, and they're in like full drag. It's funny. And then I even noted that I missed the challenge deadline, but I'm posting anyways because Happy Pride Month. So, gay aliens have entered the chat. Okay. We've been in here the whole time. Let's do the time warp again. Sorry, I'm so not into spoilers. I don't care if it came out in 1975. It's still kind of a rude thing to do, don't you think? Anyways, we're not going to dwell on it. We're just going to forgive and move on. I am a very cool hot auntie. That's literally the first sentence. So, like, great. Let's keep going. I have a lot of nieces and nephews. We definitely name them cadoodles or something. Like, my niece was like, how about that? It's like non-binary, I guess. neutral. Right now, they're still young, and as much as I want to enjoy these childhood years, I cannot wait to meet them as teens and even adults. Some are getting to an age where they're realizing they are their own autonomous humans. One of them even has come out as gay. They have a hard time with those swinging in and out of denial or still not understanding how they feel. It's something that is not only embraced but partially expected, as many of us relate. It saddens me to know that they still will not talk about it. I made them this playlist to show them how many people, music, and art there is of the rainbow variety. As a queer bisexual myself, these are my top 10 picks from the playlist. The aliens? I mean, they just watch everything I do. Are you fucking kidding me? Bro, we're lucky it's not abduction week. I'm honestly probably less functional when they're not around, but also like way more when unattended. Like, absolutely, they fucking don't need to watch the stream. They like laugh at me, not with me. So, okay, so we got Lola by the Kinks. That was my number one choice. Yeah, I don't want to get into that right now. It's like too exhausting. We're just reading some gay stuff. Yeah, they like watch from a different angle, you know. Yeah, for sure. So funny. We definitely like get down. Okay. Smoking weed. Speaking of smoking weed. 5 foot 5 foot space bone. Oh my god. I'm just a chill, cool girl that smokes weed. No, actually, sometimes I'm totally mental and I will go fucking apeshit, and I've been known to punch dudes in the face. Think I'm joking? Remember how I'm not funny and I don't think shit is funny? It's fucking true. I didn't mean to be like crazy, but like I know I'm being all like, ah, ha, 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 it's me and the guys, and I have to just constantly remind y'all that no. This ain't female Joe Rogan, okay? This ain't Will Smith. This is if Jada slapped fucking what's his dick in the face her damn self. What? And I support either one of them slapping his ass in the face, because sometimes there's just consequences to stuff. Shut the fuck up already, man. It's not even that funny. You've never been that funny. Yeah, probably. Alright, are we reading the stuff about the gays or whatever? It's like some of them aren't gay, and that's like the best part about like a list of gay anthems is you'd be surprised how many aren't that gay. Because like Lola by the Kinks is like number one choice. Okay, I wrote this a couple of years ago, so I was still recovering from my head injury. So if it's like not good, just don't hold it against me. The first time I heard this song was before I understood the concept of trans people or drag in any way. It was a fun song to sing along to as a kid, but when I heard it at 19, it was a light bulb moment. I couldn't think of many other songs speaking of the subject in that era, so it does feel revolutionary in itself, despite what would be considered somewhat problematic lyrics by today's standard. I feel like it was written with well-intended admiration for Miss Lola. While lead singer Ray Davies ultimately came out as heterosexual, he was never shamed or in denial of his homoerotic experiences. He had no regrets, just prefers women. We love a man who tries for himself. Yeah. That's fine. You can be queer. Hop in. There might be some that you don't even know about, or maybe I'll write one or something. I don't know. These aren't necessarily even like right. So next, Oh Sweet Nothing, The Velvet Underground, both 1970. I have no idea. Oh, the dragons are my deck. Have you seen those? You're not that new here. On a sadder note, this Velvet Underground song was an equally iconic trans anthem of the same era, but rather than lust after the looks of the woman in question, this song raised attention to the issues trans people faced then. This deeply moving track upholds the VU rock and roll sound while also advocating for the many voiceless trans folks of their time, many of which were an integral part of the New York rock scene. Lou Reed has always been a bit quiet about his sexuality. There have been many accounts of him having physical or otherwise romantic relations with men, but he never made any official comment on that note. Ultimately, he married a woman, legendary avant-gardist Laurie Anderson, who, for whatever it means, has a bit of a gender fluidity about her. Just saying. That was just like a little tidbit. It was his third wife, but she's like a non-binary icon, and I don't even know if she knows she is. Like, I don't even know if anybody's discussed it with her. I mean, she's a legend, so R.I.P. Liv. All right, next. Okay, tell us about your dreams. What the fuck? Oh yeah, we talked about your dragon dreams the other day. And I was telling you about how in my past life there was dragons and how we think it's like so silly to think that dragons wouldn't exist when literally dinosaurs and aliens and all this other shit exists. Like, so goofy to not believe in dragons too. Like, oh, a dinosaur that breathes fire, is that really so far off from literally everything else going on this planet? No. No. Okay, especially if they didn't go, they went extinct, or they just hide in the mountains because they know that people will just kill them. That makes perfect sense. People are so close-minded, and they don't even realize it. Um, oh, that sounds like sleep paralysis, sweetie. That sounds like you're like not actually falling asleep. That sounds like definitely a side effect of insomnia, babe. Like that's literally what that is. Sleep paralysis. You're falling asleep, your body's falling asleep, and your mind is not falling asleep. Yeah. Likely. I've had a whole month long weird trip and I ended up in the hospital where it was like I couldn't sleep and I was like having some really weird experiences where it was like not good, next level bad, spiritual, dark night of the soul, terrible thing. But I know, I doubt it. It's probably sleep paralysis from your insomnia. You sleep on your back a lot? Yeah, I feel like it's so much easier to dream and fall into those deep realms of sleep when you're laying on your back. And that's why probably if you are on your back, you instantly go into sleep paralysis because your body's like, boom, I'm dead. And it's like, no, you're not. What the fuck? Why can't I wake up? Yeah, could be that too. Should we read about this Diana Ross or is this too reporty and we should go check out 17 because it'll be more poetic? What's the verdict? Do we care about this breakdown of these like seems maybe not too gay, but maybe too gay? Or do we not care to read poetry? It seems like we're in a good conversational flow, but y'all are gonna like tap out on conversation any moment. So I guess when we're ready, we can always go back to the poetry because I don't even know what's going on anymore. Going back to crystals? No, come on. No, your crystals are not going to keep you up at night. If anything, they'd help you sleep, but you could look into different crystals for different things, theoretically, and kind of decide for yourself whether or not you would think that they'd influence your sleep patterns. But honestly, put your phone on airplane mode. It's going to help a lot more than the crystals. No, sleeping, same thing. I mean, they're like if you've got a lot of amethyst, it's supposed to help with your dreams, but I personally feel like crystals are more for your waking life, and they're doing their own thing. And I think the only way that you can resonate with a crystal is to really interact with it in a sense, because it just resonates energy back in its own purification process, where it sends back your energy with its own imprint on it, to influence you. So if you're sleeping, I don't think that it really has the reverberal effect, you know? I don't know where that came from, but I think it was a really cool visual I had that I was trying to explain where like crystals definitely just yeah, resonate like that. That's cool. Oh, oh. I'm hearing that fucking Kanye song because someone woke up. I don't know, somebody like just woke up and put this shit on. It's so bizarre to me. Unless you're literally obsessed with me, what are you trying to get out of any tarot streamer at fucking dawn in the morning? And then they left. But I was thinking about that Kanye song. I know you're tired of loving or whatever. Hmm. Y'all, I might just go. I feel like I'm getting like, oh, let's do this, let's do that, and all over the place like I was all night. But earlier it was because I couldn't sit still, and now I feel like I'm trying to be awake when I could just go relax and actually probably even sleep. Unlike you insomniacs. You know, like I don't need to just keep smoking weed. I don't even know what time of day it is. What? I mean, what do you, I mean, okay, we could say, let's say, are you done working? Are you done working? You stayed up anyways? God, you're all such horny bastards. Go do something with yourselves. I'm just kidding. That's such a rude thing to say. Why would I make that assumption? Other than the fact that my stupid. Yeah, like, these men are tired. They work hard, and you're like, ah, no, shut up. Go punch somebody in the face. Um, yeah. So I'm probably gonna go. I'm looking at this. Okay, we got like 13 minutes of our uninterrupted ad hour, and I will stay for at least these 13 minutes and then probably play more ads before I end the stream because I'm about getting my money where I can get my money. I'm grateful you found me too, and I hope that you consider, checking out some of my other content, booking a reading for yourself or whatever the fuck you want to do. Thanks for being active. The nights that I don't do tarot, it's like so much harder to just make up whatever random conversation comes to mind and keep it going. So it's almost like it's not even like I rely on it, but it makes it much easier, more fun for me. So I'm never going to shy away from telling people how much I appreciate the interactions and what they do on my channel too. So you seem like good vibes, but we'll boot you if we decide otherwise. We got a pretty strong crew going on over here, and as long as you're respectful and not an idiot and not racist, not sexist, and not overwhelmingly stupid, then you pretty much get to stay. I'm glad that you are falling asleep, and I'm glad you're a sleepy Virgo. You like a nice 8 to 12 hours sleep. Good night. Good luck. Sweet dreams. All those things. Okay, this was not supposed to be that. You're kind of a brat. I think all Virgos are brats. How about that? Cool. Yeah, so I'm very, especially because I'm so vibrant. I'm like, oh my god, but I'm so pretty. I want to look at myself all night for hours on end. I'm like, bitch, you just did. You literally just did for hours. Like, go the fuck to bed and nobody cares anymore. And y'all are really sweet for like caring, but also I'm just being ridiculous on live. And I guess it's like it's the same as like if I get on here and I'm feeling really depressed, or if I'm feeling really angsty, or if I'm feeling really like plain or just in between or like spiritual. I just show I don't hide away from any side of me, regardless of what side it is. Because this stupid ditzy dick brain side of me is just as much a side of me when it comes every 2 weeks for 2 weeks or whatever the fuck it is. So I try to just keep it as candid as I would in any other moments. And I hope you are here tomorrow. I'm sure you already went to bed, but hope to catch you tomorrow. And then as a reminder, if anybody didn't already know, which I think at this point we all did, especially if someone's watching the replay, they're like, yes, you said it 12 times already, that we're doing like the big mega 27 club reading tonight. And that's the other reason I probably should go. It feels like I've been streaming longer and it's later than I expected because it's like a 3.5 hour stream. And I think it was like an hour stream before we got disconnected, or was it more like a 2 hour stream? Because, yeah, I thought I was streaming for like 4 hours, and I think I've been streaming for 5 hours, and that is questionable. It should be around 9 p.m. Pacific time, but I honestly don't fucking know. It might be more like 10. Um, I try to start at least before midnight Pacific time. That's like my goal. But it varies. That's why I'm not on a schedule, unfortunately. I'm just when it comes to spiritual work, it's really hard to just commit to anything because I just like to do it when I feel it. Um, cool. And if you want something to do, you can start this stream from the top. You can watch some of these streams from this week and last week, or you can go to my website. You can read all the writings in the world, and you can actually watch my very short-lived, but possibly getting remade. Not remade, but like more episodes. I don't know. I'm tempted to do things, but again, I don't even have time to edit my website or finish a screenplay or rewrite a novel. And I'm like, maybe I'll revive my very short-lived web series that no one watched. Probably not the best move. Probably not really important or relevant. But if you want to catch the original 3 episodes, you can on my website. There's so much to do, so much content to consume. It's kind of ridiculous. Um, Literally, like, so much content. So yeah, there's always a little bit of me anywhere that you are, which is creepy when you think about it. But I hope that it helps people, because why else be doing the whole human shtick, and who cares about this particular image when I'm timeless. I'm a creature, an entity of something that cannot be perceived in the regular human eye, right? Love that. I hope it serves you well, honestly. I do. Um, I can't even think of anything else to say. I was like, oh, let's get your uninterrupted hour. But I still got like 7 fucking minutes of it. I think I gotta just call it, y'all. It's been so much fun. I really do appreciate y'all so much. Like, I can talk to myself for quite a long time, but not quite this long. So without your conversations keeping me going, no matter how silly I get, no matter how off track or whatever, it's always really fun. So I probably will roll more ads, but it's just for the money, bro. I'm not coming back. It'll say be right back, but I'm not coming back. I need a better good night screen. I'll work on that if I remember to do it. Gonna start making my lists again. I'm very good at doing my today lists. Um, I'm always down to talk about aliens, but that stuff is exhausting, and at this point, it's like too late in the night to get into that. But tomorrow we're doing dead people, so the next stream after that we can talk aliens. But you've missed a few, so if you rewatch, I cannot remember a stream that wasn't about aliens or had the mystery deck in it from the past 2 weeks. I feel like every night we ended up talking about aliens, so you should probably catch up on this week's streams, because they were very cool, very insightful. Quite honestly, it was very much loaded with alien conspiracy and shit like that. It was really cool. So yeah, go watch. Go run me my money and shit. Mwah. Thank you so much for being here, being loyal, supportive, dedicated, and really, above all other things, chatty with me and being willing to watch and put up with me for hours on end. Thank you so much. I hope I see you later tonight for the 27 Club. Yeah, tonight, tomorrow, wherever your time zones. Um, 10 p.m. Pacific time. We'll be back. And hopefully the stars align. And you will be too. So, rolling out some ads. Here we go, lads. Good night and good luck. Okay, this came back just in time to say, look, it's 3 hours and 33 minutes. Okay, bye.